Quick interruption because all content create a problem. If you're consistently adjusting your camera, losing framing, or re-recording content because you drifted out of the shot, that is a waste of time and engagement. I started using the OBS by mini camera and then eliminated all of it. It uses AI auto tracking, follows you in real time, keeps you perfectly framed, delivers clean, professional video without extra gear, all full studio setup. Whether you're streaming, podcasting, or on client calls, this makes you look locked in, polished automatic. Stop fighting your camera and focus on your message. I dropped the affiliate link in the description. If you're serious about content, this is an easy upgrade. As you can see, I'm testing out the camera and everything. It's working out pretty well. Hit the link. Get yours.
What up? Welcome to another show. Welcome to the Banter and Barter Show, where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Egg, and I got my dog Macaroni Tony up in this thing. My boy Marcus, he just popped up in here. Shout out to y'all. What's good with you?
What's poppin', twin? Hey,
What's good, y'all? What's good with it?
Yo, what's poppin'?
How y'all boys feeling?
Like I feel that money, bro. I gotta get this camera hooked up so I can look crisp like y'all.
Gotta fix that lighting, brother.
Hey, I think it's all about this camera, man. I'll hook it up by next week.
I got you. Well, listen, man, we got some topics for y'all tonight, but before we dive in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. If you're just getting in here, make sure you hit the like button for the algorithm so more people can pop up in here. Hit the likes. We ain't asking you for no money. We just telling you the like button. Hit the thumbs up. All right. So y'all ready to go ahead and get into these topics for tonight, bro? We're gonna start off with the headbanger today. Let's talk about this Alex Pretti and this Border Patrol situation. All right. So I'm gonna play the video and then we'll give our thoughts and opinions on it. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Tonight, new videos raising questions of what exactly happened in the lead up to Alex Pretti's death. The Trump administration now doubling down on defense of the officers involved. Federal officials saying agents acted in self-defense. The Department of Homeland Security posting that Pretti approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
When he did that, interacting with those agents, when they tried to get him to disengage, he became aggressive and resisted them throughout that process. These officers used their training, followed their protocols, and were in fear of their lives and the people around them. And that's how this tragedy unfolded.
At least 5 separate witness videos appear to show a different or contradicting sequence of events. Footage seen from a sidewalk, the street, inside a store,
oh my God!
And from a car just feet away. Videos show federal agents shoving a person with Pretti then stepping in. That's when an agent pepper sprays him in the face while Pretti clutches his phone. Seconds later, several agents wrestle Pretti to the ground, where videos do not appear to show him brandishing a weapon, as DHS had stated. This angle showing an officer swing something at Pretti's head. Pushing in on this video, you can see one agent reach behind Pretti, appearing to remove a gun from his waistband. As someone yells gun, that same agent appears to step away, and about a second later, the first shot is fired, followed by a flurry of gunshots.
Call an ambulance, please.
I think the key detail is, were the agents under the imminent threat of death or great bodily harm? And nowhere in that video does it show that he pointed a gun at them, brandished a gun at them. There's no piece where you can see him reaching for the gun.
Local officials say Pretti was a lawful gun owner with a permit for concealed carry. Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino asked about this earlier.
Did the officers see the weapon? Did they see him brandishing the weapon at him?
Sure. Many videos out there, many different accounts that you may see. All those minute details that will paint a true picture, not a freeze frame concept. and paint a larger picture of what really happened. That is why we investigate, so we can get to the truth, so there's not speculation.
Meanwhile, near a growing memorial in Minneapolis tonight.
What do you see when you watch those videos?
An execution, an absolute execution. Every angle shows it, and they continue to fire bullets at him while his body was lifeless on the ground.
And tonight, regarding those officers involved in the death of Alex Pretti, Commander Greg Bovino saying today that they have all been relocated out of state out of concerns they would be doxxed and or harassed, saying that none have been placed on administrative leave and all continue to work.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay up.
All right. So, what are y'all thoughts on this situation?
Yo, bro, this is a different beast. It's still the same shit. I got the same opinion I did about old girl. This is a situation where this dude should have never been there, should have never been involved in itself in that situation. I don't think there was any reason for him to get shot. It seemed like he pulled the gun, but he did have the gun on him. I don't know if these people understand like that. This is a situation that you can't roll into and say, hey, what's fair is fair, and shit's gonna be handled the right way. These motherfuckers got a license to kill your ass. Like, literally got a license to kill you. Like, only thing they need to do, I saw a gun, I thought, whatever, I felt dangerous, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I don't know if they think like they gonna end up like some sort of like a figure in history that went down when they lose their lives. Man, no one's gonna be talking about this dude next week, bro. Like, this shit ain't fucking. It is not. I don't know if they think this is gonna be something more than it's actually gonna be, but they need to stop. They need to stop fucking with these dudes, man. These motherfuckers, they got a license to kill your ass if you get in their way, and I don't understand how they don't understand that shit.
What you got, Matt?
I got the same sentiment as Marcus. Like, unfortunately, yeah, that situation could have been handled totally different. My condolences for the person that died, but at the end of the day, just like our parents say, if you see some shit, go the other way. These is the way that the news and the media is positioning the situations like this is as if some random guy just was randomly walking down the street and ICE just fucked over. These people are like interrupting federal agent, practice. Like, no matter how you feel objectively, I get it on the moral aspect. If you feel as though that this is wrong, I get that that's the reason why you're there. But at the end of the day, morally, you got people over here saying that I understand that my brother was in your house stealing your shit, but you didn't have to kill him.
Yeah.
Right? So now you in a federal investigation with not only these illegals that, the way the media try to all right. So Trump and his administration first said that they are attacking illegals that's already under the radar. And a lot of people don't understand how it works. These people have already been in police custody. That's the reason why they know where they at by investigation. It's not like they just here illegally and they just randomly show up at a location on a hint. So, like, oh, we feel like it. It must be a lot of people over here. No, it's not. They have a person of interest, or they have a bunch of people of interest that's somewhere that's already been in a legal situation with the United States. That's the reason why they there. What a lot of people are doing is, I understand y'all coming over here, I'm gonna try to stop it. They blowing whistles and they stopping traffic and all that type of stuff. All right, that ain't got shit to do with you, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with you. So one of the things, I understand the humanity situation of like, yo, he shouldn't have died and everything, but at the same time, like if Gaines was in the turf war, I wouldn't go over there and say, well, I believe that y'all shouldn't be having this turf war, and then I try to stop some shit, and then I get off. Now you got a family that you don't love. No, I'm not. This that turf war ain't got nothing to do with me. It's sad that it's going on, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So y'all people that's trying to be warriors for what's right and what's wrong and all that type of stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with y'all, man. Obama, he had the same situation. I seen multiple posts saying, "Hey, under Obama, he was able to do the same thing Trump did. Ain't nobody get killed." You don't know. Media wasn't covering it like this. The same media back then is covering the same thing in a different way. Back then, it was okay. Obama, go up in here, y'all get these illegals out and all that type of stuff. And even the cameraman that was following people was getting strapped up with they bulletproof vests and all that type of stuff. And it was showing you how they get illegals, how they extract people of interest, not even just all the illegals. It's the people of interest that's been in the system already. Show them how they do everything. Now, right now, how the media is positioned, but just because they don't like Trump, they doing all this stuff. So now you getting this whole group of people that want to interfere with the investigations, and then when bullshit happen, they saying, "Oh, see, they just knocking people off." And no, you was there and they was doing their thing, and you the one that why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you trying to stop stuff? I get it on a morale situation, but at the end of the day, if you morally, I guess in today's society, it's one of those things that if you have your own conviction and you go interfere with something based off your conviction or whatever you feel as though is moral, there's no repercussions that's happened with that in your eyes. So then when something happens, oh, that shouldn't have happened. But the way the media try to position everything, it's just like they acting like a random dude was just walking down the street and they did that. Or a random woman was going down the street and they just hey, you come here. You know what I'm saying? It's like you interfering with stuff and you in the shit. Like if two guys was fighting, right? And I get in the middle of it and I get punched. I don't know none of these guys, but the person that's winning, that's getting the best of the other guy, and I'm trying to pull him off, and he start beating my ass. I gotta understand that's what I gotta do. He beat my ass, right? Because he don't know me, the other guy don't know me. I just want to stop it because I feel like it need to be stopped. Not old buddy that's winning, he beating my ass, and I can't do nothing. You lost. Now, if it was a situation where old buddy got the best of the ice agent, everybody would be champion. And that's the issue that's going on right now. Because you losing, everybody crying. Now, if he would have won, everything would have been straight. He would have been immortal of the community and all that type of stuff. My whole thing about this ain't our fight. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Let the administration do exactly what Bush did, Biden did, Obama did, and all the president up till now predecessors did. They was doing the same thing. Obama even put in his bid in trying to be president, he was saying that the border was a crisis, and Bush didn't do a good job. If you was to look at the situation where we are right now, the way Trump is talking about the border, it's the same thing Obama was saying. Obama would have been a Republican based off how everything going on now. But a lot of people don't like to do their research. They just like going based off feeling. So I'm my whole thing is, people that feel about ICE and all that stuff. I'm not a Trump supporter or nothing like that, but I'm just looking at how everything is being played out. Y'all hypocrites. Y'all going and interfering in federal agents' operations, and the same people that they are looking for are the same people had did harm to people's sister, brother, mom, or dad. But that's not what get on the airwaves. That's not what's on the airwaves. All they know is there's an illegal immigrant, and then ICE did X, Y, and Z. It's not they was looking for an immigrant that did X, Y, and Z to somebody family member, and that's the reason why ICE was there. They hide all that. They never talk about that. And then you got people that's trying to interfere with the situation, and then a casualty happened that didn't need to happen because they didn't need to be there.
That's wrong, man. But you know some wild shit, bro. I had someone like I was talking to or something that compared it to almost like same shit that happened to us back in the day, like after slavery, like where way after slavery, but when it was unfair for us, when cops would just pull us over and do what the fuck they want to do, take us to jail. I'm like, it ain't nothing even close to the same shit. So just if just say a white person standing there and they intervene if just say a black person getting taken advantage of by a cop just because he's black. Like I said, it makes no goddamn sense. It ain't even the fucking same. So if that person's gonna intervene is because hey, this is a human being that's in fucking America, that's American, and they've been mistreated because of their race, not because hey, this person's illegal and fucking they're not supposed to be here, but they can be here if they did the right way. So I pretty much said, yeah. I mean, obviously, I didn't have that conversation too long because that was stupid as fuck. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people think it's kind of the same thing. Like they're doing the right thing. You're not doing the fucking right thing, bro. You're not gonna win this shit.
When are we gonna start? My thing here's my biggest question too, because I mean, I'll tell you, I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for him, right? I've been voting Democrat for a long time until I started to understand things a little bit differently. So I went to the other side, right? But here's the thing. Why aren't we continuously keep trying to overlook the fact, and Mac already touched on it, Mark has already touched on it. Why are you interfering? Why are you in the way? What's the reason? A lot of y'all sound like just liberal white apologists. That's what you sound like. A lot of liberals don't understand what's going on. You act like you actually for the people when you're truly not. You got ICE agents who are there for a specific reason. They're not there for you. You're not the main character in this situation. You decided to put yourself in a situation that got you, and you fucked around and found out. Just like Renee Good, you fucked around and found out. You fucking around, you impeding on the investigation. There was actually a video where another ICE agent pulled up to the car and said, "Listen, man, we are out here looking for somebody who's actually a criminal. He has been investigated. I think he has some what do you call it? For I think it was some DV child predator, some shit like that. Yeah, he had a lot of charges on him already, and they were looking for him. But people out there honking their horns, blowing whistles, and all this extra shit. Like, hey man, let these people do their job. Get the fuck out the way. Because then you end up becoming the person that folks around to find out. And now this other person that they're looking for, they end up getting away. What are we doing? Do y'all hate Trump that much? Because at one point in time, y'all loved Trump before he became a politician. Y'all loved him. Everybody loved him. But as soon as he became a Republican, next thing you know, he's probably the most transparent president that y'all ever had. Letting y'all know everything, but y'all don't like the way that y'all don't like his bravado. You don't like the way that he's a little bit arrogant. I mean, he is from New York. You don't like the fact that he's rich, so you think that you got some people on the black side. Oh man, he's against the black people. Then you got these white liberals. I can't stand him because he don't want to let me live the life I want to live. He told us that men can't play in women's sports. All this extra bullshit. And now you upset. The Democratic Party haven't been doing anything for you. They haven't done anything for you. This is the only president as of this far since Obama who's actually trying to put America back in its rightful place and make them strong again. But y'all try to make it something. So what do you mean? What does this make America great again? You mean back in the 50s and 40s? No. economically powerful, where we get the respect that we once had. That's what he means. But I digress.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things where everybody is so worried about everything outside. You know what I honestly think, Courtney, and this might not be one of the things that we talk about all the time, our perspective that people say. I think people overcompensate for whatever they got going on in their life, whatever's going wrong, whatever they feel like this is a fixing that they can control instead of their own household. You might be a shit father. You might be a shit parent. You might be a shit mom. You might be a shit significant other. You might be a shit person in your entire family. You the sibling that ain't doing shit. And this is the such what it is, justice warrior stuff. This is one of those things that they feel like they can do and they ignore everything that's going on currently in their own life. Even though they shit fucked up. You need to worry about what's going on in your own house, how you can be a better mom, how you can be a better dad, how you can be a better brother, how you can be a better sister, how you can be a better son, how you can be a better daughter. That's what you need to be worried about. And what oftentimes you have a lot of people that try to push down all the personal thing that they got going on, and they project it. You see so much. You see how uneducated these people are when they talking about the things that's going on. If you ask them questions, they offended. Why are you doing what you're doing? They look at you like you crazy. Why even ask the question? I'm asking the question because I'm seeing you doing something that's radical, and I could be on your team if you tell me the reason.
That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense.
They can't answer it.
No, it's all about feelings.
It's all about feelings. They can't answer it. They can't answer it. Why you out here doing what? How did you get to a point where you got day-to-day Americans that only they got less than $200 in your savings account? How did you get to a point where you are freely doing what you're doing right now because morally you feel like this is the right thing to do? How did you get to a situation like that? Majority of people that got shit to lose, they not out here doing that.
No.
Because they're like, yeah, I can go on this rally, but then I got to call off. Now I'm using PTO. Now I got a wife and we're planning for a vacation somewhere, or I gotta pick my days wisely. So you know what? I ain't gonna call off to go do this. But then guess what? They wife will look at you crazy if you call off to go to a goddamn hey yo, ice at this location. I'm about to go there and I'm gonna stop there. This is not what social media show. Your wife will say, I get it, I understand your condition, but you need to take your ass to work because we got bills.
But on the reverse side, like, if you see any of these chicks roll up in a Range Rover or BMW or something like that, you know that they stay-at-home moms will their husband take care of all the shit, and they go out because they feel like they haven't done anything in the world, so they want to go out and do this shit. They got their life is fucking made up, like they got everything that everyone wants. They're out there trying to do this shit to try to make a stamp, like to say that what they're doing is important. It's like, yo, man, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's these rich women who are stay-at-home moms, and the husband's out doing their thing, or just like I said, someone ain't got shit going on. So fucking Tuesday, you're out there protesting. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Yeah.
If Marcus, if it was me, you, and Courtney, right? I fly up to Arizona, right? We kicking it that weekend. I'm staying at Courtney's spot, right? Kicking it. I done seen all this, y'all showing me everything in Arizona and everything, and you be like, yo, Clem, it's that Sunday. Macaroni, it's Sunday, dog. I know your flight at 4:00. What you doing when you get home, man? Man, I gotta hurry up and get home, man, because I heard Ice is going to be somewhere in Atlanta, so I got to hurry up and get there. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this: how would y'all can explain if I said that? How would y'all feel? Like what would be on y'all mind?
I was like, bro, what's wrong with your boy?
Like, bro, what type of time are you on, bro? Like, you finna fly all the way back just for that? Like, man.
And then y'all see me on the news, and I got shot in the leg, and I'm sitting there. They did me wrong. Think about everything I just said. I knew that I was going to interrupt a federal investigation, and I got shot in the leg. I was in Arizona. I flew all the way back to Atlanta to stop something because I got a tip, and I was there, and I got shot in the leg because I got into it with a federal. Now the news ain't gonna say I flew from Arizona all the way to get to Atlanta to stop the situation. They gonna paint it, and I was just walking down the street, and they just messed over me.
Your ass drove down there to get into it.
I ain't had nothing to do with it. I was walking down the street, and this is the thing: if your dumb ass, I know us as black people, we see shit from far away. One, oh my God! No, I could go all day, but we talk to each other. We see one cop and say, "Oh, they out here today." You see one patrol car coming, like, "Oh yeah, let me go the other way." That's usually what happens. Like, shit, hey, we start hitting each other up. Hey, they out here today. They out here today, bro. Like, watch out. So you mean tell me that you saw buku cars of agents, and you seen people hop out with AR-15s and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 all that. And you go directly to it and tell them they can't do what they were supposed to be there to do. And then you get shot in the leg, and then you mad about it.
And then, the excuse is going to be, that's why we don't fuck with cops. They always do
that. The whole system corrupt. My parents taught me, hey, you go the other way. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Because you doing what you're supposed to be doing. You went to college, you got your education, you going to work, you taking care of your family and all that type of stuff. Why are you going in the direction of cops? Why? Oh, because you don't like the big pink man with the hair, you hate him and all that type of stuff. None of this, it was no energy towards when Obama was doing this. And I hate to bring Obama up, but I have to draw the correlation. I have to, because he has the record of doing this the most.
Yep.
He has the record.
They talk about deportations, but yet Obama is leading in that, and I think Trump is the third. I think he falls in number 3. But even though there are more people that have self-deported than Trump has actually deported people with ICE. So, I mean, I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. I don't understand this outrage that they have. A lot of this shit can be avoided. If you already know who Trump is, you already know who Trump was. You know he gonna talk his talk. You know he gonna talk shit to stir the pot. He been doing it this long. What makes you think he gonna stop? Not just because he's the president. It don't matter. Like, it don't matter. So you should ignore that, but then actually take your hatred out of it. Separate the two. Like, look, I really don't like him. You know what I'm saying? The way that he moves, but I can understand what he's doing for America. You're American. You're not Mexican. You're not Russian. You're not Asian. You're not Chinese. You're not nothing. You're a born American citizen. So you should want to support what Trump is trying to do for America first, before anything. I don't care what side of the coin you stand. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you hate Trump, you like Trump, if you love Biden, and I don't care. Don't care. At the end of the day, it's America first. Simple as that. You got to get the beam out your own eye before you can focus on anybody else's eye. Get the beam out of your own eye. Make sure your shit is in order first. Because I remember Jason Peterson said it best when he was in there. I forgot what show he was on, and this lady was telling him, asking him about cleaning up the beaches and the waters and shit like that. He like, listen, you gotta clean your own house first before you can worry about cleaning up the earth. So how in the hell you gonna worry about something so big like that, but your house ain't even clean? And so this is the thing that pisses me off when it comes to these conversations. Yeah, when you look at it from the perspective of humility, did he deserve it? I'm not gonna say he deserved it from a humility standpoint, but from the standpoint of them impeding and getting in the way of this investigation that they're doing, hey, you fucked around and you found out, bro.
Yeah, and that's my thing, man. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not left. I'm not right.
Yeah.
I went to a situation in my life of making decisions, and I try to go on the path of looking at things objectively, and I guarantee, well, I ain't gonna guarantee, but in my life, it has brought me so much peace of looking at things objectively because I know what to touch and not to touch. Right? If I look at things objectively and I'm looking at how the world works and all that type of stuff, and I'm looking at things that's out of my control, I'm making the best out of the situation what I do have control of. All these people that's getting worked up because ICE doing X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third, you only on Earth for like a short amount of time. It feel a while, like a long time. I actually put this post on my Facebook the other day. Y'all worry so much about things that's out of your control. You will spend so much time worrying about that, and then before you do it, it's 4 years.
Yeah.
Y'all worry so much about things that's out of your control that you will speed up your process of you existing on this earth. So now you create more stress on yourself, and you worry about some things that you ain't got no control of. ICE gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna do about it. Under whatever administration, you can feel how you feel or whatever, they gonna get them up out of here. Or they not gonna get them up out of here, right? If you get a president and they don't feel like that's the number one thing to worry about, they're not gonna get them up out of here. But it's a cause and effect of everything. You control whatever you can be in control of, and you just operate on the changes that happen, right? Oh yeah, it's for immigrants here and this, that, and the third. All right, shit, you gotta work your ass off. Now they not here. All right, shit, I got opportunity to go do what I want to do. You just pick and choose what you want to do. Now you going out there and you like the lady that got unfortunately she got unalived. Come to find out she was spearheading all these things. She was purposely like halting operations because I don't know what kind of tip that she got for them to go pick up whoever they need to pick up. But at the same time, you don't never hear why she was there for the specific person.
Right.
What was that person around? You don't hear that. That's the reason why when Trump, when he was up there and they got justice for the lady, for the girl that got raped and killed and all that type of stuff, and they found who was responsible for it, and they did justice. All the Democrats sat down in the House. Well, they supposed to be celebrating. Hey, you got justice for this lady and all that type of stuff that died in a horrific way, in a horrific fashion. All the Democrats sat down because it was under Trump. The reason why the reason why I got it. They sat down. They did not applaud. They didn't do nothing. So I remember one time we was up here and they were talking about empathy and all that type of stuff. Empathy is subjective to people. It's very subjective. It only worry about what you like. If you look at a person, your opposing person that you feel as though that don't agree with you on the other side of the aisle, whatever they're going through, you don't care. There's no empathy. I got empathy with people that's on the other side of the aisle that I may disagree with. I'd be like, you know what? I wonder how they got to the point of where they were thinking of how they thinking about what they thinking. And that further let me know that, hey man, objectively, I can see the reason why they saying the things that they say. I can acknowledge their experience, but you got a lot of people, they don't care, bro. That is this what is called, so it's not subjective. What it is, I forgot it'll come to me later, but basically it's just they real selective of what they care about in white knighting and all that type of stuff. Get y'all ass out the way when ICE doing shit at the end of the day. They doing whatever the president said. This is the president. Whatever he said, get out the way. You go home to your kids. You go home. You go to your job. You make your money. All that time you spent researching what these illegals that got a history background, and you trying to save them. Go online, YouTube University, and learn how to do something to make more money, because you don't want to be 40 years old and you ain't got no savings in your savings account. You ain't got no 401k. You can't even purchase contacts if you want to. You go get your eye exam. I can't do it this year because I ain't got enough to get an eye exam. And then I got to pay for the contacts and I got to pay for the glasses. That's going to run me about $600. I ain't got it. If you having this type of conversation, stay out of ICE way. You got way more things to worry about.
Thanks.
Get your house.
Hey, federal agents, they're not like held to the same standards as like a police officer. They shoot someone. Who is their judge and juror? Like if a federal agent that happens.
So legally, ICE don't have the same rights as officers, like police. The only way they can actually interact with a person that's a civilian is if they have if by the judge, if they have a warrant. That's how it's supposed to be. That means like if the house you go into, if they're a U.S. citizen, you have to get a warrant in order to get in there. Right?
Yeah. But what I'm saying, if they're doing a job and then someone comes and intervenes in their job and they feel like they're
they cannot they can't detain them. They can't.
Not detain them, but what if they shoot them? So like if that happens, who is the judge of that? Is it like a federal judge?
Nah, it's within the city. And everything. So it's like they can't detain you if you're a civilian, but if you interact within that investigation, that is the process. It's like a lot of things that goes into it. It's not just that they can just pull anybody that's interfering. They have to do something to interfere with the investigation before they can go to that next level of detainment and everything of that nature. So
I'm trying to say like who would be the one that would say to a federal agent, I'm gonna arrest your ass because you did this, you did X, Y, and Z.
They got to get a warrant. So that leads me to what I was saying before. The illegals that they actually looking for, they are documented. They not undocumented because they're here illegally and they got released, but they are on file. Right, and they going to get those guys, right? So if they on file and they going to get those guys, right? They get a warrant to get them. It's not ICE just willy-nilly doing stuff. The warrant is issued. There's steps and processes. So that's the reason why a lot of people that's online and they online, they saying, oh yeah, this not right how they just getting these people there. No, they got a warrant to get these people.
I guess
they went through the right way.
I guess what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is so like just say like for the military. Courtney, you might know this one. So like if the military is sent to do something and I get in the way, they shoot me. Can't know it's some is there like a thing that where they know what to do anything to that person in the military? Only the military can do something to them.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like I mean, I'm trying to go with this like they have their own system going on, and they're legal. They're rightly legal to do it.
It's the federal courts handle it.
So yeah, so like, and they're pretty much on their side. So right, so like, so what I'm trying to say is, like,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're interfering, it's not like fucking with a regular cop. Like, then they're gonna be held to this sort of standard. Like, hey, if they get at you, probably nothing's gonna happen to them. Like, you think it's gonna happen to that cop. So
well,
they
still have to get investigated though. They still have to go through that.
So but who would it be like? Would it be like the government be the ones that investigate them?
It'd be the federal courts that handle that situation because they're federal agents. So it'll be the federal courts that do it. Yeah.
And I would just imagine that's just a little bit different because they don't really give a fuck about the media, how they look in the media. They don't really give a shit about that. So if they saying, hey, this dude's doing his job, fuck it, whatever. Like if you're like state, they kind of give a fuck about that, and they'll give people what they want because other people trying to get into office and shit like that, they're governors and all this other kind of shit like that. So they care about that. So when you're talking about federal agents, they don't give a fuck that if you like them or not. So that whole in the media shit, like you saw it on the media, now you're gonna do something about it because now this is the right way to do it because more people are mad about it. They don't give a fuck about that. So like I don't understand why these people, if you know that, like the outcome ain't gonna be like the way you think it's gonna be. That's almost like just going to someone's house and expecting them not to shoot you. You know what I mean? Like I don't get the whole part. Like this is shit you're not supposed to be doing.
A lot of people they dismiss context. They look at the end result. That's what it is, and that's how the media drive what they say. Shout out to I've been called worse by better people. He said, "What up, Timu, Malcolm X, and all that type of stuff." It's all good. Go ahead and put it up, dog. He said, "What up, Timu, Malcolm X."
There you go.
I take that as a good thing because I'm able to articulate what I'm saying. A lot of those times, just like what you're saying, Marcus, like it's parameters that people don't know. So if you interrupt a federal agent investigation and everything, they can escalate things how they need to escalate. If you stopping them from doing what they have to do. And that's exactly what's going on. You got people that are creating brigades to listen in, see what the next time I'm talking about. I seen it on the Nextdoor app where I'm at currently. They like, yo, you look like ICE in this area. Y'all better be careful with X, Y, and Z. And they dox it. Right? They dox it. So now you got all these people. Like I said before, you got shit to do. They go into this place, and then they try to stop federal agents from executing what they supposed to, or by the order of the president of the United States. Mm-hmm. Do you think if there's an order by the United States and you get there and you stop them, do you think it's gonna go well? No.
Let me just ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question. So what happens if the president was to declare war on another country and the soldier said, I'm not doing that shit? What do y'all think is going to happen to that soldier?
What's the word? They get what is martial court?
Yeah, court martial. So what makes these civilians think that they can impede on situations like this? If the president declares war and we have to go, they have to go. There is no I can't do it. No, you going. Those are your orders to go. So that's the same thing with these federal agents. They have to do the job. That's what they signed up for. And y'all are getting in the way of this shit. And y'all are blaming ICE. Oh, I hate Trump because, bro, they're trying to get the illegals out of here. Most of shit, there's a lot of people who probably were illegals and they got their citizenship that are probably part of ICE right now. And they getting the motherfuckers up out of here.
But the thing about it is, Courtney, they not just randomly getting a lot of illegal. Unfortunately, if you're there and you're illegal, they're going to get you up out of here too. So they have persons of interest in the beginning, before they started everything, even on Trump campaign, and they brought old buddy that's the head of ICE. They brought old buddy in. He was the head of ICE when Obama was here, and he sitting here telling y'all how it goes. Even then, when he was with Obama and now he's with Trump, he on two deal. He worked through multiple facets of what aisle that you on. You can be Democrat, you can be Republican, and you ain't even worrying about that. All he do is do what he is told when it comes to the border and all that. Him himself, they had a plan. It's not all right. We got ICE, and we gonna willy-nilly just go around places and just round them up. No, they going for people of interest that have done something, and they getting people of interest. That's what happened. They said it was the first thing is getting people of interest first. That's illegal. That have done something. They getting them up out of here first. Now, if you there and you undocumented or whatever, or you doing something, you got a DUI, you got a warrant for your arrest and all that stuff. It's levels to it. But that is the situation. They just not saying, oh, it's a whole bunch of illegals here and we're gonna round them up. No, it might be a bunch of illegals in this place, but there's somebody or a couple people that's key interest within our investigation. That's what's going on. What the media is trying to drive, they try to say that they just randomly getting people up out of there. Oh, we heard it's a bunch of people that's not Americans, so we're gonna deploy ICE there and just round them up and then get the luck of they not documented. No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. And that's the issue that's going on. The media is telling people one thing, and what's actually going on is another thing. It's the same thing where at the place that you work, there are a hierarchy of how things need to go. It's hierarchy of things that need to go, that how things need to be resolved, right? But people don't look at it like that. They let the media say, "Oh, they just doing this and blah blah blah." No, it's way more to it. And I wish all these college educated people that say they got an education and critical thinking, all this stuff, they don't do no damn research. They look at two lines in the heading of something and they repost on social media and say, "Oh yeah, Trump. Man, go do your research, man. It's not what you think, and that's what it. The reason how I know it nobody doing research because Hillary, Bill Clinton, Bush, Obama, even the presidents before them been saying the same shit about keeping their border secure. All of them been saying it used to be something that Democrats and Republicans, hey, we agree on that. Let's talk about the other shit. The border is something that everybody agreed upon. But now how everything going, now it's becoming a situation and they don't like to do their due diligence and look in history and seeing how both Democrats and Republicans was like the border is an issue. Until recently when Biden was in office and he did what he did and Kamala gave amen to things. She black too, so when a black woman say whatever her goal is. But yeah. I digress. Y'all got it. Y'all got the floor.
What you got on there, Raw?
All right, well, I was a little bit tardy to join the party, but first thing I'll say is a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yeah. So all these people done lost their damn mind and they getting wasted in these streets. It just is what it is. If you want to protest, there's a sidewalk, there's grass. Keep your ass over there. You get up in the street. There was a saying when I was a kid, if you can't take the heat, get out the street. These niggas jump in the street, now they feeling some heat. It just is what it is. As far as we jumping into all this, political, whatever, buddy in the chat waiting for some damn files. It's like, what are the files gonna do for your life? Nothing. You still finna go on OnlyFans and go subscribe to some 16-year-old girl that lied that she's 18 so you can beat your meat because your wife ain't giving you money. Quit wasting your time. These people have a job to do. These people have a job to do, and they're doing what they signed up to do. They're not randomly going to every food city or whatever Fiesta, whatever the Mexican supermarket is in your city, and just randomly every Mexican that comes out or anybody that even looks foreign or got a long ass name, they over here stopping them and asking for papers. No, just like Max said, they have a list. When they open their binder, boom, XYZ is on this block. Oh, a matter of fact, while you over there, this person's there too, this person's there too. Hell, motherfuckers got Citizens app on their phone. You can see where the shootout happened at. You can see which houses are housing, people that have done crimes that, shouldn't be in school districts and all that. Areas, when somebody does a certain thing, they have to register with the state that they did this thing. Their address has to get registered. They even send out mailers in the mail telling you, oh, just so you know, this person is accused of this and they live on in this household. They might be in your area. This is what they look like, picture and all, birthday, everything.
Yep.
Y'all willy-nilly ass motherfuckers don't got no damn day job. Y'all doing hustle economy jobs. Y'all on DoorDash and Uber Eats and shit. Instead of y'all go clock in and get to a bag so y'all can pay y'all fucking bills, y'all over here blowing horns and whistles for people that not finna do the same for you. Push come to shove, that motherfucker's stomach touch his back, he gonna off you, but you gonna blow your whistle so that he don't get up out of here. I never understood. I get that people hate Trump or whatever, and they scared to make America great again. And some people say, when is America ever great? Whatever it is, however you feel about that, I understand. But days in, you were blessed enough to be a citizen. They're not a citizen yet. If at all they were in the works of getting there, they need to get the fuck up out of here. I literally just seen a tabloid today. The lady that's running Japan. I guess the Muslims are going back and forth with her because Muslims don't believe in cremation. Japan, cremation is like the number one way that they handle you to transition to the afterlife because it's an island. They don't have all that land like that. Muslim belief is they got to put you in the dirt. And honestly, they could try to get you in the dirt as fast as possible. I think there's like a little window on that as to how long you could even have air touch your body after you transition. She straight up told him, she was like, oh, hey, well, shit, if that's the biggest area of concern, figure out a way to get your money up and send them back to the country you came from. You can bury them over there. Or get on board with the cremation that we do over here. So when you go to a different land, you got to assimilate to the laws of their land.
Facts.
These people coming over here, a lot of them working under the table. They staying out the way, whatever. I get it. But the religion I was raised up around was Christianity. In the book of Matthew, it says in there, it rains on the just and the unjust. So, hey, are there people that are doing it the right way that might get picked up and whatnot? Due to the fact there's a lot of people doing it the wrong way and they're hiding and stuff, bringing more attention to areas where the people that are doing it the right way are. Yeah, but at the end of the day, illegal is illegal. We're not changing the definition of that word. So when you over here doing all this dumb stuff, I know they said it was a 9 or whatever. I read somewhere that it was a 6 hour. If anybody knows about SIGs, if you drop them on the floor the wrong way, they go off.
They suck. They suck. They actually suck. Them hoes will go off for any damn thing.
Like we make jokes about high points, but motherfucker SIG, you sneezing, you blowing a hole through something.
Yeah,
it's like that little cricket gun off Men in Black. When that motherfucker go off, everybody looking around like, what the hell happened? So granted, if that's what he was having, let's say they did disarm it, it even slipped out of the dude's hand that picked it up. Once the shot go off, these people are itching to shoot.
That's the funny part. These motherfuckers, they looking for a reason.
The thing is, the gun goes off, but then as the gun goes off, then you hear gun, because everybody's scuffling around. So you hear gun. Everybody, oh shit, hold up. What you mean? So next thing you do, what's the first thought? I gotta protect myself and shit. It's either me or him. Hey.
Yeah, so and I'm not saying that it's right.
Facts.
On the other hand, it wasn't right for you to be there no way.
Yep.
The two women that were there that started the whole thing, y'all were in the street. They was trying to get y'all to the sidewalk. They pushed Shorty, she fell down. Instead of Buddy to grab Shorty and drag her up on the sidewalk, you wanted to go get inside this dude's face.
And put your hands on him. That's a no-no.
So now you've escalated the situation by however you want to go in your mind, in their mind, you're a threat. It's like you said, you put hands on me. Why would you do that? Y'all know good and damn well y'all wouldn't go to a Crip neighborhood wearing all red. Y'all wouldn't go to a blood neighborhood wearing all blue. But y'all gonna pull up on these boys with a badge and half-ass authority.
Ain't that some shit?
And just be like, oh, pray for me if I get smoked. The hell?
You lying to me?
You gonna go to a camp and jump in the campfire and say, pray I don't get burned? So realistically, let's make it make sense. Y'all going out of y'all way to put yourself in harm's way, and I'm supposed to have empathy, sympathy, pity, and all this extra shit for you. Fuck no. Because that's not how I was brought up. If I see them harassing Courtney, Mac, Marcus, boom, I'm gonna go out of my way. I know those people. I might not know their criminal history, but I know those people. Okay, I'm willing to take on a little bit of danger for those people because I know them. Y'all motherfuckers be living 17 counties away, so I know y'all ain't even ran into these motherfuckers at a Circle K before, and y'all putting yourself in harm's way.
Yep.
I still think
criminal history on their sleeve.
Yep.
Huh?
I still say, hey, bro, don't even stay out the way, bro. I rather
Courtney come to save you, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, but if I see you finna be in a fight,
if I'm the one getting fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I would, like in that situation, I'm like, hey, hell nah. Get out the way, bro. Like, listen. I don't want everybody getting fucked up out here. Somebody gotta live to tell the story. So,
hey, Courtney.
Hey, the revolvers go down.
Courtney,
what's up?
Hey, that boy. I've been calling. I've been called worse by better people. I ain't gonna lie. He did a good one. I ain't gonna lie. He said these dudes. I've been called worse by better people.
Yeah.
Nah, I fuck with it's coming. It's like these dudes' favorite series is Cap'n Crunch. That's a dope one right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one, dog. That's Cap'n Crunch.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I can't even be mad at that one.
At Days End, like the shorty that got smoked, you parked and blocked the street. Hey, fuck it. They got to get you out of there by any means. At that point, you boxing in. Y'all wouldn't run up on a pit bull that's cornered in the middle of a corner of a yard.
You
that's why the fuck he charged at you and bit you, would you?
You ain't lying.
Y'all wouldn't go to the zoo and hear that the lions ain't ate in a week and jump in the den, would you?
Nope.
When that little boy fell off in that gorilla pen, y'all sure talking about R.I.P. Harambe because y'all know that he just reacted the way he was supposed to react. But all of a sudden, these people are public enemy number one because they react in the way that they know how to react. Don't give them a reason to react.
I agree with you, Rob, because it's like I don't think Alex. I think he's supposed to be here today. I don't think he should have got what he got from the.
He a nurse, man. That nigga should be changing IVs right now.
Yeah, the videos that I saw, I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. But then I'm going based off how I was raised. You don't want to even put yourself in a situation for that to be a debate.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what these guys do on a day-to-day basis, just like the cops, man. Everybody look at things from a subjective situation. Every time they pull you over, you want the reason why they tap the back of your car. Their fingerprints is on your car, so whatever happens, X, Y, and Z, that they know that cop pulled you over if he was to be unalived or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot of procedures that nobody don't know about. And that's one of the things when you with the ICE agents and everything, yeah, they getting trained and all that type of stuff, but you don't know the training regimen. You don't know what's the thing when they say, hey, when things get escalated, you can do X or you can do Y. People don't know that. They just look at things from a moral compass of like, that's wrong. You shouldn't do it. But at the same time, if you wake up every morning, think about it, you wake up every morning and you know you are entering hostile situations on a consistent basis, and the media is not helping. It's not helping at all. Versus when Obama, the media was like, yo, hey, we putting y'all out there so you can cover it just to see how we getting these people up out of here. But with Trump, it's like, oh, the media going in, they shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. You got people traveling to make your job hard every day. Imagine everybody here. Every day you go to work and you understand that the media is doing things for to make your job harder every time.
Why, bro? You don't like the fade, homie?
You cut your hair? Oh yeah, he said you cut your hair.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Matt, that's the problem I got with it, right? You go to a job in the warehouse, whatever. Anything that's dangerous will normally have a label on it that says danger.
Yeah.
If you supersede it or you don't know how to read or whatever, you go in that area, you get fucked up. Fuck you, I'm laughing. If you driving your car down the freeway, you know you've been driving for half an hour. That motherfucking car was an operating temp, and all of a sudden start overheating. And your dumb ass pull off on the side of the freeway, and the first thing you do is open the radiator cap, and you get first degree burns to your face, bitch. I'm laughing. You knew better than to open that radiator cap when the car was hot. You just pulled up. You ain't even wait 15 minutes to try and see if the car cool down. You ain't just leave the key in the on position and trying to watch the needle go back to cold before you open it. You just jumped off, and just the first line of thought was, oh, let me open this radiator cap. So then if you get boiled, that's on you. You cooked yourself. So it's the same thing. Y'all know these people out here in danger, and y'all run into danger, and then once danger finds your ass, you like, oh my God, man, fuck you and your GoFundMe. I'm not funding stupidity.
Do y'all think it's do y'all think what's going on right now is a part of a generation that was raised a certain way?
Ooh, that's a phenomenal question.
You said what?
I don't know. I mean,
raised, it was like you see police, you see this and that, you go the other way. Now it's like go up to it and defend everybody under it, even though you don't have full context of what's going on. Now it's another thing. Is you remember back in the day, it would be like, is this a white thing or a black thing? I see more white situation than black people.
Or is it just no consequences?
Our fight. This is not even our thing at all. Based off like history. This situation ain't us at all. So we shouldn't even be associated with it at all.
What was not like? What was no consequences?
It's consequences.
Like y'all remember like when you're in like high school, but you know what, in high school that always razz the teacher, always getting shit, and they still pass. But then if somehow that person went to college and did something crazy, the fucking professor was like, get the fuck out of my class, you just lost all your money. And then it's like, no, you can't do that. And then reality hits their ass that they ain't the same shit no more. So I don't know if these people just have not seen have had any sort of a reality check.
I think I agree with that, Marcus, because now back in the day, you know, black people, when we get pulled over by police and everything, we just put your hands on the steering wheel, shut the fuck up. Your parents told you don't say nothing X, Y, and Z because it can get escalated. I'm seeing so many videos of us just I think what it was, Tom joined them on the show. They used to have a segment. Does this sound like a white person or a black person? Based off when you heard the news. Right now, we in a situation that white people used to do back in the day. A cop pull you over because you didn't have your seatbelt on, and a shootout happened. Is it a white person or a black person? You're like, oh, that's a white person. Now it's like it's a black person now. It's different now. Everybody know their rights. They don't. They be all the way fucking wrong. They get their information from somebody on social media and say, if they pull you over, there's no probable cause. You can do what the fuck you want to do. But you don't know what probable cause that you did for them to pull you over. Man, you ain't got no goddamn seatbelt on.
We're gonna let Raw go. We're gonna let Raw go, and after that, we're going to the next topic.
All right.
Okay, bet. Now, just to answer Mac's thing is, my science back in the day used to be it's all these timeout babies. They the ones that's the menace to society. Because I know all the black kids that got their ass beat growing up, they upstanding citizens. It's the motherfuckers that was going in the corner getting their PlayStation snatched for a week or whatever. Them the menaces. Them the ones that were school shooters and stuff. And, you know, back then I used to say it was race specific. But nowadays, with the internet, like you said, and everybody trying to get on this wave with gentle parenting and stuff, now it's the kids putting belt to ass on the grown folk. Either way, belt going to ass. It's just who's gonna do it. So it's the same thing. All these little timeout babies probably ain't never even understood what danger felt like. Ain't nobody have to go pick a switch off the tree and get their ass beat. So now you go out there and this man got a legal switch in his hands, and when he hit you with that motherfucker, you ain't coming back. But that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Facts. Listen, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Listen, the likes should match the views. The likes should match the views. All right. So if you are in here, it don't take long. It don't take much to just go and hit a thumbs up for the algorithm. All right. If you want to support the channel, be sure to tap into the super chat. All right. Fair enough. All right. So I want to go ahead and go to this next topic. But before I get there, we gotta play a quick segment. All right. So bear with me.
Quick interruption because this is a content creator problem. If you consistently adjusting your camera, losing framing when you re-recording content because all of the shot, that is a waste of time and engagement. I started using the OBS by mini camera and then eliminated all of that. It uses AI auto tracking to follow you in real time, keeps you perfectly framed, delivers clean, professional video without gear or studio setup. Whether you're streaming, podcast, or on client calls. This makes you look locked in, polished automatically. Stop fighting your camera and focus on your message. I dropped the affiliate link in the description. If you're serious about content, this is an easy upgrade. As you can see, I'm testing out the camera and everything. It's working out pretty well. Hit the link, get yours.
Hey,
check that boy out.
Hey, Corey.
What's good with you?
It was double speaking.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's been doing recently.
So it was echoing. Okay, I figured so that might be something I gotta fix then.
All right. Look, hey y'all, look. We did the ad. I'll do it right now. So y'all think I'm capping. You can literally with this camera, right? Can I do it, Courtney?
Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
All right, so everybody here that we got our own setup and everything. So if you want to upgrade your camera and everything, is very, very affordable. I got this camera for I think it was like $60 something, $50 something. The link in the bio. But at the same time, it's more than just streaming. You can actually, if you got cooking videos or you got whatever, like you can put your hand up like this, and now it's focusing on me. I can go left. I can go right. Now I ain't gotta do nothing. Like it's gonna follow me wherever. I'm never gonna be out of frame. And then you put your head up like this. Now I refocus it. But at the same time, if you want to zoom in, if somebody got a pause moment, Courtney, Raw. Hey, Raw.
Raw been on one lately. He been on one.
No, he been on one. So you can kind of you can do this. You be like, oh, what you talking about? And you can zoom in and zoom out. So it's a good camera. So it's like whatever you got going on, you cooking or you whatever you're doing. And the good thing about it is it goes directly to your computer. So all the videos you don't need no SD card or nothing like that. It goes directly to the computer. So hey, we gonna fix the ads and all that stuff, with the echo and all that stuff. But I did a little impromptu, but it's in real time. So it's not.
I'll pin the link in the comments shortly, man. I'll pin the link in the comments shortly. Just give me one quick second.
Hey yo, bro, I just got a new mic. That shit's still fucked up.
Nah, that's just your voice, dog. That's all it is.
Nah, you got that bitch on God mode. You probably got to turn it down a little bit.
Bro, I got to get a new mixer, man. I guess that's what it is.
Because that bitch got a mean ass echo. It ain't in the echo, but that bitch loud as hell talking from the heavens, boy.
He podcast Thanos in this bitch.
Podcast Thanos.
That boy got Hercules mic.
That's funny as shit. But hey, let's go to the next topic. So before we play this video, we're gonna watch an 8 at the table video. Now, I want to ask the panel a question real quick before I play this video. You don't need to answer it right now. Just keep this in your head. Should women chase men? Matter of fact, you just do a yes or no. Matt, do you think women should chase men?
Yes.
Raw, do you think women should chase men?
If they got gray sweatpants on.
This nigga stupid. Right. Do you think women should chase men?
Yeah, they definitely show that they're interested. So yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
I can explain more, but you said yes or no.
Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, yes, no, because we're gonna get into it and then we can get context later. All right, so let's get into it. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one.
That's what I said.
Hey, pause it real quick.
To
why Shorty got that Cam Newton?
Great thing.
All right, I'm just fucking around.
I'm never giving a man thirsty energy ever in my entire life.
How about not
But
thirst?
it's not thirst.
Is.
That's a mental.
No, it is. We're men and women. We're created a way for a certain reason. I'm never chasing a man ever in my entire life. I'm never, ever gonna be, pick me.
So can I say if we remove chase and we remove earn and we say I want you to show a level of interest.
That's gonna happen regardless.
Okay, but I want you to show a level of interest above the people that you think that you're in competition with. So I can tell.
But that's natural when you're dating someone that you like and you care about. So that's for a woman, I think that's natural. But for a man, it's kind of like that's not always the natural thing. Like men usually they're dating, they're on the scene, they're taking girls on dates, they're doing this, they're doing that. Let's be for real. Like when a man really likes you, he has to show it. Or it's gonna be missed calls, ghosting. It's gonna be I'm out with my homies or whatever. It's not gonna be like.
But do you think you get the missed calls and ghosting because you didn't separate yourself from that bunch? Like if I'm chasing you, okay, and I've shown interest and I'm receiving nothing but not nothing. I'm not receiving what I'm looking for. That if we say we're doing 75% me chase and you're giving me 25% interest, right? And I can recognize that, but I'm not even getting that because you're playing this cat and mouse with I'm only going to give him 10%.
No, I don't think it's that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, for example, if you are a person that wants me to send you in the morning if I know something, and you're like,
yeah, but Jada, so you never send the guy a good morning text. You always expect him to do it first.
Say good morning to me.
But
That's
what
not
I'm
even
saying.
a game.
That's the thing that men want that too.
But that's, for me,
you just said it's not even a game.
But
It's
that
not a
is
game.
a game.
I'm
for
not gonna
you to
wake
sit
up-
here and
But you
say
started saying it's not a game.
That's a game.
That's not me, but that's what I feel as though men do.
No,
Wait,
baby.
You
Guys
literally
want that
admitted
too. Guys
just
want
admitted
that
it's
too.
part of a game. You said it's not even a game.
I don't think for me it's not a game. I don't know. It's just that I think that when a guy says,
What if you
"Good
wake
morning,
up first?
beautiful,"
You just let them motherfucker she ain't up yet.
Okay, so this is the thing. I have sent the good morning text or whatever, but I'm saying all right, it is equal when that in
Yeah,
certain
baby,
things.
it has to be equal because
Yeah, but
guys
no,
will
at the
feel
same
some type
time-
of way, especially quality men.
Okay, so not the little stuff. All right, not the little stuff, but the things that are a big deal. I think it's important. Like if you're gonna take me on a date, put an effort. If you're going to certain things, I feel like are a bigger deal than other things. I won't go hard on little stuff like good morning text because I feel like that's not so serious. That's childish. That's child's play. I'm off that. I'm talking about the big deal stuff. Yeah, do you show up? Are you making an effort? Because there are a lot of men and women, whatever, that are not making an extra effort.
Yeah.
Because they have too much distractions from other people. That's all. But you have to show that effort. And it's not even, let's just say, okay, the man likes you more. I just feel as though with dating, I feel as though the man is we're not proposing to men. So that's just how
You
I
said
look at it.
dating. We even get to proposal.
No, but I'm saying, so
long term.
even with dating, I just feel as though the man is supposed to be finding, you know, the woman that he desires to make a life. That's it. He's supposed to be finding his helpmate.
His what?
Helpmate.
Helpmate?
Okay, forget it. Yeah, I go to church, so forget it.
Oh, why she's so defensive?
I just as of lately, I just been feeling remorse for men, like in a sense of no, for real, because like I have a lot of guy friends, right? And I have experience with men, right? All different types of men, all different categories and finances. So it's like I have these deep conversations. And one thing I always notice coming from a man is how they feel like women are always expecting so much of them and like wanting so much of them and giving so little. You know, just
the rent paid.
Just as an example, like yes, your rent paid,
But
or
this is a category
or
of
just saying like you said, oh, a man has to just do the most to get me. You know, like they have to make me feel like I'm the catch,
But
but
we
a
gotta
man is
remember-
also
I
the
can
catch
answer that.
too. You know,
But yes,
like,
but remember back
it
in the
just be
day,
so
men,
tricky. I be
men-
feeling bad for men. I'm happy I wasn't born a man.
But men used to come to your door and ask for
But we not back in
Amanda
the days.
Sue.
I wish I wish we were.
So, so I'm pretty sure we got the context of this video. What are your thoughts on this?
The thoughts is the lady, like, go back when you pause it. Look at that lady's face. That's everybody thought when she listened to that bird brain chick. That chick, she, based off her conversations that I didn't heard and learn, is she don't have no guidance. She don't know what's good, what's bad for men and all that type of stuff. I think women should chase men. They chase the men that they want, that got something going on, that's that like them as well. I ain't saying chase men and a guy that's not reciprocal with his time or nothing like that. Hey, if this the dude you've been chilling with and he rocking with you and he like you and he showing effort, chase that man and show effort as well. Stop playing the games. Stop. Well, he a good guy. I'm gonna see how he doing things and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna put him through this loophole of bullshit just to see. I'm gonna put him through a loophole that comes from my previous bad experience to justify if he's a good man or not. That's the issue where a lot of women run into. And then when you're putting a good man through those loops, that good man usually don't go through those things, and he gonna look at you as an issue. And that's the reason why you're in the situation you're in, because you putting that man through loops that he's not used to. He just being 100% genuine, and he just like you for you. But you want to put him through hoops to justify your heartbreak and to see if he a good guy. He's already a good guy. That's the reason why you chose to be with him. But yeah, I think women should chase men. I think men should chase women. Y'all chase who rocking with you at the end of the day. Whatever you want, even if the dude ain't rocking with you, you don't know if he rocking with you until you throw your head out there. And if he ain't being reciprocal with his time, and even though you put your head out, hey, all right, I did what I did. I'm going this way. He ain't reciprocal. I ain't gonna put myself through that situation. But shit, right now, well, y'all women, if a dude and he a good guy, put your head out there. Goddamn, like y'all be setting y'all own self up. I was in a situation where most men don't get approached. A woman that do not care for you or anything but just trying to sell you something, it is a unique situation for most men. Hey, how you doing? You look handsome today. Blah blah blah. You know, you walking through the mall or you walking through whatever. You know, they try to sell you something. Most men don't get that situation. They feel special. That's the reason why they'll spend some money, because they never got approached like that by women. Y'all gonna get what y'all want, but y'all be listening to all these women and saying what y'all need to do. Like old girl that was on that video, you ain't gonna get what you want.
Mark, what you got on?
I mean, I think I don't know. It's kind of like what Macaron was saying. A lot of women think like like the obstacle course they put you through, if you can handle it or if you stick with it, that means that you love them and then like, you deserve them. But that's just like the ass backwards way of doing it. Like, you know, you don't want to put someone through hell just to say, all right, since he did it, that means he probably cares about me. And at the end of the day, like the dudes are the ones who's supposed to be proposing to the women. So, yeah, the woman is supposed to chase the man. Like, but this is the thing though. When a man does actually lock it down, he's gonna stay. I mean, a woman has to do something really fucked up, really, for it not to work. For a man to say, in most cases, that I don't want to fuck with you no more. Like I said, like a woman can be going through some shit that you ain't doing that she wants you to do, and she will break the whole family up and leave your ass. So, but men aren't really built that way. We're not really built to do stuff like that. Like we stick the shit out. Once we have made that decision, like, hey, I'm going to marry you. I mean, like I said, it takes a lot to break that. It's not that easy, kind of like, you know, like this girlfriend type shit or just, you know, friends with benefits type shit. Like if a dude's gonna marry you, like that usually really means something. So I don't think chicks should be playing these games to where like we need to prove to them that, you know, we're worthy to, you know, to marry them. That should just be ass. Like it just doesn't really work that way. So no, they definitely need to do that.
I think a lot of those women, they don't intentionally put you through hoops and all that stuff. That's just all they know based off communication they got from other women.
No, I don't think they intentionally do it, but they definitely do it. I've had girls do shit like that and not knowing that they're doing it. But I'm like, you want me to go through hell just to see if I'll do it, to say that I like that you know that I do care about you. It'd be like something like I don't like if a girl knows I do not want to go somewhere, and then just makes it a big deal about me going, and I don't really need to go, but makes it a big deal. Now finally say, all right, I'll go. Then they feel like they accomplished. Like, all right, cool. Like he really cares about me. He's gonna go through this shit he does not like to do. That means he cares about me. It's a total opposite of a man. If I know she don't like to go fishing, I'm not gonna tell her to go fishing with me. Like I know you don't like to go. Like that's not gonna prove to me that you love me because you go fishing with me. I can see how much you hate it. Like that just doesn't make any sense to me. But women are totally like on the other side of it.
Robert, you got on?
I don't really got too much. It's stupid shit, and you see why they single the more that they talk. Because for me, if you like me, chase me. Show me that you better than these other shorties that's probably on the roster that I'm messing with. Show me that you want to be here. If not, then shit, I'm gonna just play you like a fiddle. Because clearly, two could play games if we trying to play games. I ain't see them unless it's a handheld. I ain't seen a system come out yet that only got room for one controller. So PlayStation's got at least two. Nintendo 64 have four. Like if we want to play games, let's go, baby. We can make it a party. So if you want me to chase after you on some dumb shit, nah, I'm not finna do that because the more time you waste having me chase you, shorty over here chasing me, trying to get me to cut you off so she number one. So I don't know all that shit today on. I ain't with it. Should women chase men? Hell yeah. Answer that question because it just show us that you know at least reciprocate the energy. If I show interest in you, show that you want me to be here. So that's where my should women chase? That's where my answer to that came from. I just made it a joke to where if it's gray sweatpants because I know you know if y'all see the magic pickle, y'all already on default want to be over there because that curiosity itch in your mind. But all jokes to the side, I'm gonna show interest in you. But if you making me fucking do the Olympics for your attention, then I'm gonna just throw you back in the ocean. There's bigger fish to catch.
I look at it like this though, as well. Anytime if you see a person of value, right? If you see, let's just say you see, because I'm gonna treat it like a business. You should treat it like a business, ladies. When you see a rich man or a rich woman that you know that you may admire, correct? What do? Do you then go and say, "Hey, I want to know how to get like you"? or I want to be in your vicinity, or hey, can you be my mentor? That's not the proper way to do it. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. But what you should do is then say, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? Or can find something, do the research on them, see where they're lacking, and then you can add the value to them. So that way it makes them seem they can look at it in the sense of, okay, well, this person here done the research, they did the work, so now they can add value. So now I see what I didn't even know what I was missing, but they just showed me where I was lacking. And so therefore that person becomes then valuable to me. So there I need to have them on my team. So ladies, that's how you should look at it. Okay, well, how can I add value to this man? Let me see where he's lacking. Let me see where I can be an improvement to add value to help him continue to keep leveling up. That's how you look at it.
Also, the old girl that's in the other girl that was so much on the defensive about the video. Y'all can't listen to her. She literally said on another video that she used ChatGPT to gauge men.
She did what?
How lost in discernment. That's how much a loss of discernment that she had. She has to go to ChatGPT to try to understand men. And with ChatGPT, all they do is get information from other people and give you a summary that's subjective based off how you read.
That's the educated brain.
She doubled down. She doubled down on her lostness. She don't know anything about men. She out here just willy-nilly, and she giving y'all advice. Women, I'm talking to women. I ain't talking about men. She giving y'all advice on what y'all should do, and she don't got the results.
Which one? Shorty in the all gray?
I'm put like this. I'm saying what I'm saying because I do got the results. Not her. Not her.
We talking about
I said that in the last episode.
It was worse, babe.
Her right there. On the left. Right there. Her on the left.
In the all gray?
Yeah, all gray.
She said in another video that she used ChatGPT to see the reason why men think the way they think. ChatGPT. So something that was just created in the last 3 years, men and women been here on Earth for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Human dynamics been going on for a long time. Relationships been going on a long time. In order for her to quantify the reason why she's gonna move how she moves, she has to use ChatGPT. She a bird. She got to research. Think about it. If men had to say, "Hey, how should I approach a woman?" and I use ChatGPT, and then I walk up to a woman and say the same thing that ChatGPT told me to say, most women be like, "What the fuck you talking about?"
But I bet she will be classified as one of the black educated women.
Look at her. Look at her. She look like she don't know what she talking about. And she confident in the bullshit that she's saying.
So many people listen to it though.
This is the same woman that said she used ChatGPT. Now, the chick on the right, I do not agree with her a lot, but even she had to check the girl on the left. She was like, hold on. All right, no, you going too far. And then she had to teach her like how ChatGPT works. That girl is trash. Any woman that if you hear any woman that talk like her, go the other way. Go the other way.
Hey, but she also said that women.
Hold on.
What up, Miranda? Hold up. Before you go, what up, Miranda? I got a shout out to my girl Miranda. What's up? But what you mean though? Same with men.
So that's what I'm about to say. Oftentimes when we have conversations about women and all that type of stuff, they like children. And that's I hate to say it, but old buddy, what's his name? The short dude that he said women are like children. You know what I'm talking about? He be on Lapeef, he be on all that type of stuff. Short dude. Anyway,
I think I remember, but
yeah.
What's good
So
with your mama?
anytime this is a low intelligent argument because we're actually exploring things that women say, what they do, and all that type of stuff. Anytime I see a woman say, "Well, men do the same thing," it's the same on the other side. This X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. What tends to happen is we derail the conversation because women don't like to hear about themselves. So now we got to put it on the men as well. It's the same thing. So now we ain't got nothing to talk about, right? But at the same time, most women that probably was raised with men, they actually see what they
I
go through.
appreciate you, mamas. I appreciate you.
They actually see what they go through. And then you can have a conversation and understand that there are women out here that do X, Y, and Z. Most time when we have conversations about women and all that type of stuff, we say, hey, there's women out here that act like this, right? Most women push back and say, no, that's not the case. I don't know what type of women y'all fucking with, but that's not my friends. It's never them, you know what I'm saying? So then when men start exploring and giving, they start substantiating the things that they deal with, guess what? That empathy thing that women say, that therapy and empathy and all that type of stuff, that shit go out the window. They tired of hearing what men saying. Hey, they say, hey, I'm tired of hearing what you're saying. Go seek therapy. Or they derail the conversation and say, well, men do it too. So now, okay, men do it too is not the conversation. We talking about what women are doing. Now, hey, Courtney, I'm gonna challenge you. You challenged me the other day. I'm gonna challenge you.
All right.
Make a show where we all talk about ain't shit men. And that's the only thing we talk about. We don't bring women into it.
All right.
We just talk about ain't shit men.
Bet.
And we got women on the panel, and we talk about ain't shit men, what they do, their proclivities, all that type of stuff. They end result when they die, all that type of stuff. Do another show, and we talk about ain't shit women. I guarantee we can't go 10 minutes without women blaming men.
Well, shit, we did it with the Corey Holcomb thing. We did it with Corey and Anton. Like everyone was on our side saying that the way they fucked up and that Corey handled it wrong. Hell, they were 100% on top of it.
Now, here's the thing, though. It gotta be a relationship situation, though. It gotta be strictly relationship and how the men fucking up. Like that's the dynamic. So like we'll do one. So like we'll do a whole entire live stream that's gonna strictly be about men, how shitty men are. Then on the next week, we're gonna come right back and do one that's strictly about women. We're gonna test the difference.
I guarantee. Now look, now check it. Because I said what I said, they gonna fight hard not to be proven wrong. So it might go a little longer than 10 minutes.
My girl Miranda, she objected though. I rock with her. She be on it.
They can't fight.
I'm not about her. I'm just speaking in general.
Oh yeah, in general. Yeah.
In general, I guarantee.
If they didn't hear this conversation, they'll jump in it.
10 minutes, because the thing about it is, a lot of women, they feel as though that, like I told you, Courtney, it's three things with women, right? The sisterhood. There's three core principles with the sisterhood. Number one, everything's good if they don't know the woman. Everything's good if they do know the woman. Everything's not good if they get crossed by that woman. Everything they say, we listen and don't judge. They use the same thing when that woman crosses. When that woman, like they on negative turns or whatever, everything they said, we listen and don't judge. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna tell everybody about that bullshit that she was doing, how much she a hoe and all that type of shit. Every time we go out, we gotta look for her. We all come together, we leave together, but she the only one that leave the group, and we gotta find her, and then she's stranded all the way on the other side of the town, and we gotta go pick her up because some dude blah 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 and all that type of stuff. I can't stand her.
Hey, you about to go viral. I'm gonna clip that on the one that you posted like 60 seconds ago.
Now look, girls trips, right? Everything good. They take pictures all the good time, but they don't tell you about how they got into it, because one chick she didn't want to sleep on the couch. She the main character as well. But everybody that went to the girl trip, because everybody gotta get their pictures as if they are the main person on that trip. And all her friends is just her friends. She the main person. They always get into it. Every time. This is witnessable like stuff. We see it all the time. Right? So that's where when we be having these conversations on these pedals and all that type of stuff, they be with the sisterhood and all that type of stuff. I don't believe none of the shit, because I done heard so many times that when a woman cross them, the same shit that men say they don't like, they put that against the woman that they don't like once they get crossed. I don't like that bitch. So now I'm about to air it out. We can't never keep up with her when we go out. She be all in these nigga faces and shit. They putting us in a situation and we gotta fight because she get too drunk and all that type of stuff. But if we got a panel of men and we say, hey, y'all be drunk and y'all be doing this, man, it's not all women. Y'all just projecting. What's y'all insecurity? Who hurt you? Now when that girl sleep with her man, now she a bitch. Now she a bitch. Now you will have you got woman A, woman B, right? Woman A, woman B. They do the same shit. They are the most degenerate people because that woman A is that woman's friend. She can't call her a hoe.
Oh, it's justified.
She can't. Everything justified. We got to understand her upbringing and all that type of stuff. She was raised hard, all that type of stuff. Woman B is the woman that crossed the main person. Now she a bitch. She that. She ain't got no daddy. She on blah blah blah. She can't make right decisions. She always put herself. She this that and third and blah blah blah. Both of those women got the same exact situation. The only difference is that woman B crossed the woman that's objectively saying shit. Well, subjectively saying shit in the sister code. Straight up.
I think the day that we quote unquote man bashing, we should any woman that's in the chat, we should have like a call in.
Ooh, that's a good
women only.
Hold on, say it again.
On the man bashing, like when we calling out men for their bad behaviors, even if we got our women on the panel.
Right.
If there's any women in the chat that got something to say, we should let them call in and get that shit off.
That's my whole. That's the premise of my argument. We can have 5 hours of conversation about bashing men and how ain't shit they is. I guarantee we can't go 10 minutes with bashing ain't shit women. We can't talk too long.
They don't exist, bro.
Beat on a significant other because he must have did something for her to fight him. We can't talk about women that cheat on a significant other because he must have did something for her to cheat.
Man, that coochie was just itching. That's all.
Right,
we can't do that. She was raised a certain way. That's the reason why she be out doing. Body count don't matter. It don't.
Shit.
I gotta get that. Body count don't matter. She just who she is. She unapologetically herself and all that type of stuff. Everything good. It's not gonna change anything. How her mental and all that type of stuff. And then when you hear a woman that didn't had buku bodies, 3 baby daddies, right, and all that type of stuff, and you see how she act. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. But when that same woman cross her, girl, shut the fuck up. You can't even keep a man. You got 3 baby daddies.
She don't need to keep him if she know how to get him.
They won't cross it because they lose a friend. It's no way they won't do it. It just won't happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. If that's their friend, they're gonna take up on them. But if it's not the friend,
but have y'all had conversations with a girl that you've been with, and you know her girl did some foul shit, and her girl knows she did some foul shit, she'll talk to you about it, but is scared to death to say something to this girl about it. And a lot of times the excuse is, I don't want to lose her as a friend. And I'm like, I've never understood that shit. I've had multiple girls that did this, that had the same mentality, is that they were scared if they said the right thing that they would lose that person as a friend. I'm like, bro, I don't understand how y'all do this shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Marvin, a lot of women are horrible friends because everybody is the main character. The reason why, just what you just said, the reason why it go like that is a lot of women are horrible friends. The reason why they be holding on to their friends, because once that friendship gone, they don't make new friends. No. It's very rare for women to make new friends. It's rare because they don't trust nobody. They don't trust new bitches or nothing like that. They be having the same friends from college. They be holding on dear life from that. But they friends be hoes and they be doing some bullshit and all that type of stuff. Don't talk about my friend. But if you just shut up and you don't say nothing, guess what? They gonna talk about their friends like a dog. And you be like, and the only thing you as a man gotta say, oh shit, that's crazy.
That's it. Like you just talking her like talking about her like she ain't shit, and you still hanging out. Like, come on, man. They be sounding some backstabbers. They won't own up to it.
Well, you gotta remember, Marcus. A lot of them can't find enough people to go out with, so they ain't trying to lose their road dog.
They ain't trying to fuck it up.
Yeah, they ain't trying to lose their road dog. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Bring up Miranda question again.
Yeah, she says, man, so I don't want to be the one to do this, but does any of the girls love God, or are those the worst ones?
My point proven. We can't talk about like it's always got to be something.
Well, see, the problem with the God conversation is where are they on their God journey? Because the ones that just found God, it's a lot of skeletons in their closet.
Yeah,
the ones that been new God, they just hard to deal with because they damn near try to treat you like they got another man. The ones that's like too far in the game, they treat you like you a side nigga. It's like, hey, God in heaven, who gonna take care of you on this earth? Like,
but
God ain't finna give you a back rub when your back hurt. He sent me to do that for you. Like, why are you fighting me?
Those are the ones who say that those words like, I'm looking for a man to lead me, but you gotta have your relationship with God gotta be as strong as mine is. Like that shit don't even make no damn sense to me.
Most of these women that most of these women they pick and choose things out the Bible. How you gonna sit and ask God for a God-fearing man, but the man that you want go against the very same thing that God said you shouldn't do? You don't. I heard plenty of women. I want a God-fearing man and all that type of stuff, but at the same time, I don't want him to be too religious. I don't want that. So the rubric of the guy that God will send you is somebody that he would deem worthy because he follows God. Because you got God, man, woman, child, right? What tends to happen is if he's too godly and there's some type of shame that she has to address when a mirror is shown to her, she don't like that. So if you going by the rubric of what the Bible says and you really being a child of God and all that type of stuff, a lot of times women don't like certain things out the Bible because then it shows a mirror. You're supposed to be moving a certain way. That's the reason why the whole situation when the preacher with his wife that was dressed a certain way in Timothy 2-9. Yeah, you ain't supposed to wear no pearls. You're not supposed to be sexual. You're supposed to be modest. But guess what women say? You can't control how I dress. I couldn't be with a man that has an issue with how I dress. I'm going to walk out and do whatever the hell I want. But at the same time, they want a man of God, right? Because you want to know the reason why? I'm going to tell you, Gordon, the reason why most women want a man of God, because she feel like he's safe and he ain't going to cheat. Because he under the rubric by God and he's not going to cheat because that'll be a sin and he's very, in tune with the Bible.
I kind of think he's more coachable. I think that's what she wants. And he'll listen to certain things and go with that. Like that one just popped up about the man being a spiritual leader. So for me, I'm not super religious. So with me, I know what's right and what's wrong. I definitely do believe in God, but I don't think I need to go to church, every Sunday and listen to some dude tell me about God. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that's how women like a gauge how much you into it if you go to church every Sunday or if you go during the week or whatever. That's their like barometer, how much you into it. Not really that just following about how you run shit. Like I said, like me, I know what's right and what's wrong, and that's the way I follow it. I look at it like, God is the Father, and I look at it like, hey, if God's the Father, He wants to see you do well, but obviously the right way. And with that being, like I said, it's not even that damn complicated, really. That's what I'm saying. It's not even really complicated. Just do the right shit. Just do the right thing. Like, I don't need to go to church every Sunday just to know how to do the right thing. That's all I'm just saying.
You are the church. That's the issue. That's the reason why a lot of these people that go to these mega churches and all that type of stuff, they were like, ain't nothing wrong with the dress that old girl wore, the preacher wife, right? Ain't nothing wrong with it because there's a time and a place for everything, right? So when you in church, that means you're supposed to be modest and all that type of stuff. But on outside of the church, you can do whatever. That's a misconception because you are the church. You are wherever you go. The building is not church. You are church, right? So if you want to be amongst what God's saying and everything, I hate to sound like a preacher and all that type of stuff, but if you want to follow what God say, it doesn't matter if you inside of a church or outside of the church. You still supposed to be going based on what He said.
But
that's the reason why a lot of times I be hearing women saying I'm religious and this, that, and the third, and I'm a Christian and all that type of stuff. No, you're not, because you the same one saying ain't nothing wrong with what she was wearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the church is the new club.
Exactly.
So that's another thing too. Is like y'all worried about men going to church. It's some holy hoes in there. They doing it for the Lord.
Like, I see more men. I see more men having Bible study and all that type of stuff amongst themselves than going to church these days, because they understand these churches is monetization. If you were to say a Proverbs 13 woman and describe what she's supposed to be and how she's supposed to be and all that type of stuff, right? Not TD Jakes. What old buddy name is? I think it's TD Jakes. He said something from the scripture of Bible how woman's supposed to be.
Have you ever been swallowed?
He damn near got canceled.
I gotta
swallow it up.
Yeah. No, well, not that one. Not that one. He wild. But he said something that was in the time, like in the about the time frame of like you supposed to be acting as what the Bible is supposed to say. You're not supposed to associate yourself with worldly things currently, right? So you subjecting yourself to things that's currently going on and all that type of stuff. You're not supposed to do that. So you're supposed to be modest. You're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. That and the third. Women almost like blew a gasket because he said what was in the Bible, right? So that's when I sit back and I listen. I say it's very, very telling that you pray to God to bring you your man, and you want him to be God fearing, but you want to pick and choose the things that he's God fearing about. But if you was to have a one-on-one with God and say, "Yo, I want what I want," you're like, "Bro, I'm pretty much sitting with somebody that's not in my best interest."
Yeah, but see, the problem too that I have with church, the congregation, is I grew up. My grandfather was a bishop before his passing. Right when he was on earth, he was a bishop. I grew up in that joint. Now, when I was growing up, church was to go fellowship, learn the word of God, take care of people and whatnot. It's like this modern day church, like you said, especially the mega churches. It's just like they pimping. Like, there's a bunch of pimps and players up there trying to run shit, and it's like, okay, y'all not even really teaching nobody the word no more. Y'all just trying to get heads in the building so that they can donate to your cause, so that you can end up on that Drewski skit and be pretending like Drewski did something wrong.
Donation.
Like, I had a homegirl who, due to some unforeseen circumstances, she ended up evicted from her spot. She didn't always go to the church, but her parents been a part of that church for 1, if not 2+ decades, and donating into the fund that's supposed to assist people. She forgot about it, but she had told me, so I had told her, I was like, hey, run out to the church over there. They got a fund for this stuff or whatever. Your people's pay into it. see how much they give you to at least jumpstart something on the other front until you pick back up. She went over there. They straight up denied her. I'm like, okay, the amount of money that your parents donated into that fund, if they would have just put it in an account for a rainy day, if it was a rainy day fund, you would have been good for 4-5 months just off GP. So there's no reason why they should have turned you away. But hey, who's to say that those funds even exist in that account? You know what I mean? They might have said no because the funds don't exist no more. They didn't repurpose it some more. They paid off the Maybach or something. But when you go to that building, it's just everybody, it's a fashion show. Everybody trying to see who dressing better than the next person. They all on this gossip shit and everything else. It says come as you are. And they still turn people away for coming as you are. You know, the newcomer can't wear no mini skirt, but Miss Bertha been wearing mini skirts and twerking during praising hymnals for the last freaking 2 decades. We done seen her big booty over there shaking the drawers off of them skirt suit or whatever. But the newcomer come in, and because she a baddie and she younger, oh no, you gotta go. You could change and then come back. Like, no. She should be able to run in that joint butt naked, and you take your blazer off and cover her up and sit her in the front, let her hear the word, and then after you can see why she even came in there like that to begin with, and then start to, you know, not only gain her as a member to the fellowship, but gain her as a member into the kingdom. But you know, nowadays it's all just a big old hustle, and that's why, like you said, the men, they've divested and they rather just go pray, because if we gonna really talk about the subject, let's get the distractions out the way. Like, I remember my club days. I'll go out to the club on Friday, might go to a house party on Saturday. For one, I might run into a couple chicks that's wearing the same outfit. So now I done seen you in the outfit for 2 days. I already know your coochie stink, but that's besides the point. But then again, I might turn around on Sunday and I might have just seen a shorty 3 hours ago when we let out from the club, and you in church in the same outfit you had on in the club when you was just twerking on me. But now when I say hi at church, now you Miss Goody Two Shoes. Like, ma'am, you done left your damn coochie print on my pants. That's the reason I had to change. Like, don't try and act brand new now. But then y'all try to act holier than now, like y'all better and stuff when y'all in the building. But then come Monday morning, y'all back out here to slutting it up. So no, that's why men went their own way. If we gonna talk about business, we gonna actually focus on the business. So I don't know. The shit just weird. Like, I don't even really know how to really jump into it without super just putting them down, but it's just weird.
All right, so before we go to the next topic, I want everybody to be brief on this. So Miranda asks, so in 2026, what's the archetype for the best woman? Cooking, dancing, working, saved, still freaking the sheets lady in the streets. So whoever want to take that first, be brief on it though.
Hey, not the last one. Everything else is good. Still freaking the cheese laid in the streets. Everything else is good.
Women that don't get her information from social media is based off how she was raised and her upbringing and the family she has. That might be the best one. And everything else, cooking, dancing, working, all that's good. But if she get all her information on how she need to navigate through life on social media and the newest thing to say that's good, hashtag, that ain't the woman you want to be with, because she consumes she too invested based on what other people say.
All right, so in 2026, what's the best archetype of woman? One word: coachable. That's it. Coachable. If you can't cook, I might know how to cook. I can teach you how to cook, but are you gonna listen or are you gonna start arguing with me? If you can't dance, and you know, let's say we are a couple that goes out to events where dancing is a part of the event, you might go to a wedding, you might have to do a little two-step, whatever. Are you coachable? That argumentative shit gotta die. If I'm supposed to be a leader, you supposed to trust in me. Not to make y'all feel like I'm being mean, but shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm telling you. Try to implement it and be coachable. So cooking is cool, dancing is cool, working, saved, whatever. No, be coachable, because the thing is, I'm choosing you to be with me. I'm choosing to provide for you and you be with me because I got a goal in mind for where I want us to be once we together. If you keep butting heads with me or whatever, we'll never get there, and I might just have to throw you away. So cooking, you don't know how to cook? Bet. If I buy this cookbook or if I send you down to community college for a cooking class or whatever, are you going to show up to every class and actually be open to learning? And then be open to modifying the menu to what I like. Because even if you just learn how to cook, that's just for the general public. Can you still fine tune that to me? That's where the coachable comes in. Because you might know 100 things, but now when it comes to me, I need to be able to fine tune those things to fit my need. The freak in the sheets, lady in the streets. Well, when you in the streets, period, you're supposed to be a lady. So that one's a non-negotiable. Freak in the sheets, that's where the coaching comes in, because what I might think is a freak might be nasty to somebody else, might be too much for somebody else, whatever. So you still got to be coachable. So don't come in doing some super freak nasty level 10 shit when I'm only at a 3. Because now you scaring people. You know what I mean? It's like the shorties that be up there and like, oh, this is my first time. Talking about probably giving some head or something. But now 2 seconds later, your balls in her esophagus. Like, how was your first time? You ain't had no gag reflex when you practice?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yeah, I knew you had it lined up. Oh, wait. But that's the thing. So, you know, all the metrics in the world that we could put out front is cool and all, but when the sun sets, coachable is, you know, the number one bullet point that should be at the top of the list. Non-argumentative right after that.
Well, I told my nigga to be brief. My nigga just went for a whole 87 minutes.
I went boxing. My fault. He said briefs. I put on boxing. God damn.
All right. So I mean, I guess for me, I pretty much align with Raw in this aspect. You know what I'm saying? Being coachable. But I also look at the background too, though, because I'm from a woman. I'm from a woman, but I'm of the mindset of I got to make sure that your background aligns with mine. Listen, 2-parent household. I need it. So that way you already have a foundation, you understand, you already know what's to be expected. Because I come from a 2-parent household. That's the basic level for me. As far as cooking, you gotta know how to cook. Nobody said that you need to be top chef. You don't need all that. Just your best dishes, at least 2 to 3 of your best dishes that you know how to cook. Dancing, don't really care, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really go too many places where we dance a lot anyway. So don't really care about that. Saved. I wouldn't say saved, but I definitely would say that you're into your word. I'm saying you read your Bible, you pray, you do things, and big, you pray for me more than anything. I need you praying for me. I need you praying for me all the time. I need you to be a heavy prayer. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I guess that could align with being saved in that aspect. Still freaking the sheets, lady in the streets, absolutely. Now the level is different. It depends. Listen, that level. You know what I'm saying? Some people's freak is different. You know what I'm saying? Some people got that off the charts freak, and some just, you know, that freak it has a limit. So it just depends. I can't tell you my level, but I'm just saying. Listen, but that's what we at with it. That's what we at with it. So yeah, but listen, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Listen, make sure you support the channel too by tapping into the super chats. It's going to help us continue to keep getting quality content. Also, it's going to help Marcus get a better microphone. You know what I'm saying?
The microphone.
And then we're going to help him get a better camera too. So y'all got to make sure y'all support. All right. So this is strictly for the platform for y'all, for better quality for y'all. All right.
Hey,
Also,
I already bought the Tony thing, so
look,
hey,
he already.
so we
he
meet
got the
next
same-
week.
That's the same camera that Macaroni got right now. The
There
camera
you
that
go.
y'all see, that Marcus just showed y'all. That's the same camera that he got. So
I'll be up.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, Chad. We're gonna do good. We're gonna do good. So look, let's go ahead and go to this next topic. Let's go to this next topic. So I want to ask the question again. Well, I ain't gonna ask a question. We just gonna dive into it. So shout out to Lapeef and their platform and the network, and they're talking about therapy and the misuse of therapy and also accountability. All right. So we're gonna dive in and then we're gonna give our thoughts. So again, this video is a little long too. So if I need to stop, y'all just let me know. All right, cool. And also for the chat, if y'all got any questions, listen, I'm serious about this one. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all tap into the super chat because I don't want to keep pausing in between for the questions. So if you got a question, put in the super chat so we can answer it after we talk about the topic. All right, so let's get to it.
And still be accountable. What does that look like in real life?
Sure.
Wait, back it up a little bit.
Be traumatized and still be held accountable.
That look like in life? Can you be traumatized and still be accountable? What does that look like in real life?
Okay.
Sure. Yes, you can be traumatized and still be held accountable. Just because you were traumatized as a kid, it's not an excuse for you to grow up and be the same person that traumatized you. The same way that you wanted that person who turns you into this traumatized person to not traumatize you, you have the onus to do the same thing to be the same thing yourself. I think it'll be weird to say that just because somebody's been through a bunch of stuff, and because they've been through so much stuff, they can't be held accountable for what they do based on what they've been through. That's one of those I'm healing type excuses.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people lean into that, right? They were traumatized, so you should excuse me. And in many situations, people will allow it because they'll understand their history and sympathize and sometimes try to empathize with them.
Pause. I've been called worse, better people. Bro, put up his last thing, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, what happened?
That's a flagrant. I didn't even see that.
I've been called worse by better people. Like, I like that. Put it on the screen.
Oh, click on what screen?
I put his
comment in the chat.
In the chat. Hey, yo, that's crazy, Sean. That's wild. Yo, that's crazy. Like,
Seriously, David, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You hear what you're saying out loud, bro?
Thanks, Miranda.
That is crazy.
We'll read the super chat after. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
We gotta know who the hell that is, man. Jesus.
Shit, I was guilty of it when I understood that people came from troubled past. I would let certain things slide, but what I've learned is that they don't really stop. Right, once you let people cross a line, they become a habitual line crosser. So you have to be very careful with that. Sometimes with family, it's a good idea to give them a little bit more grace, and I always do try to offer grace. But going back to the understanding that you're talking about, trauma, and then there's the trauma actually affects people differently, right? Some people experience the same type of trauma and become more disciplined. You turn into a monster because of it, and you want to be excused because of it, and it's at my expense, not yours. So for me, I'm going to have boundaries, and now where I am in my life, I choose to not deal with that. That type of element has no business in my life, right? Especially once you become responsible for others, you don't have time for those sort of things. There's no reason for a person to be dealing with all this extra anguish just because somebody else went through something. And it might sound, sort of cold or whatever, but no, we're not doing that. For 2026, people need to stop letting people violate them. You need to cut out energy vampires, because some people don't even always do certain things all the time, but they would just bring your energy down.
Let me address this real quick. Listen, the topics are already set. So why in the hell would I listen to a chat if we already got topics set? So if you want to listen to topics, or if you want us to speak on certain topics, you send it to the email, so that way on the next live stream, we'll have the topic that you want us to speak on. That's why you need to send the email. I'm not just gonna listen to the topic. So if you got a topic, because there's so many days between Tuesday and the next Tuesday. There's so many days. So if you want a topic that you want us to speak on, send it to the email that I put in the chat. Simple as that. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be.
And if it's spicy, we might do a Friday show.
Yeah, you feel me? If it's spicy, we might do a Friday. We might do an impromptu Friday show, and we'll let y'all know. But hey, other than that, send it to the chat.
Yeah, just like what Courtney said, man. If y'all want to hear us on whatever topics that y'all feel, man, it's so many times people email us and text what they want to pick our brain about. We just need to know. We don't know. We up here just doing what we can do right now. So if you have something in particular, send it to the email and we'll talk about it. It's no issue, bro. It's no issue.
No, I appreciate you, Chad. Listen. I'm not coming. I just want to clear it up. So if you have any topics that you want us to talk about, or if you got any topics that you want me to talk about on Wednesday on the solo show, or on my Saturday solo show, or for the impromptus on Friday, just send it in the email. I put it in there so that way we can have a list of things we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because again, even though it's 4 of us, y'all may come across some shit that you be like, you know what? I want to hear what they got to talk. I want to hear what they got to say about this. So just send in the email. I promise you, I respond. I see the email. I respond.
Because they're loading you up with all of this trauma dumping and making you feel a type of way. You got to exclude these people. It's really not your problem. If you don't do this professionally, if that's not what you do.
Yeah, you can send it to Marcus too. He got an email. He can put it in the email because he don't want to give out his phone number. You know what I'm saying? He don't want y'all to call him King Mingling and Paul. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to be Mike Jones.
And it's going to spill over into your life. Get the hell off.
Oh, yeah.
So can you be traumatized and still be accountable? What does that look like? I think I would say yes. And the way that would look like is recognizing triggers. So once you go through something and you know that you're triggered by something, sometimes you won't know that you're triggered until you're actually triggered. But recognizing your emotions in that manner, like when it actually happens, and then reacting accordingly is the way that you could be accountable experiencing trauma, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Because I think a lot of people are like, oh, I was triggered. And then they use that as an excuse to be all irate and crazy, but they know that something is a trigger.
Your hair looks nice tonight, Lynn.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I think you have brushed it.
What about you?
I said, damn, my hair looking good, ain't it?
I have a lot of hair.
At the end of the day, bro, just trauma explains behavior. It doesn't excuse it. So you can't escape accountability just because of what you've been through. Like, that's weak. And I don't know, and like adult cowardice to think that, okay, well, I was traumatized as a kid, so now I'm gonna beat kids too, or my dad wasn't around, so I don't want to be around for my children. Like, bro, that's a choice. Like, what happened to you wasn't a choice. You had no say in that. But what you choose as an adult, it says who you are. And if you use your trauma as an excuse for that, then
hey, pause it real quick.
Do you think
Shay Love?
I love our panel sister Ashley, but I think this the man for her.
Which one? Willie?
Fucking Willie, bro. What you mean? Because you got beat and you passing the beating down, that's trauma. There ain't no trauma. Quit fucking up.
That's a fact.
You knew the confines of what was gonna get you whooping and what wasn't, and you chose to be a habitual line stepper.
That's a fact.
People
don't believe beatings. I don't believe beatings. I know there are some people who actually go through that shit, but I think some confuse it. They try to they try to mix it together and combine. It's like, oh, well, shit, I was getting beat. Nah, you probably was a bad little shit. You was getting your shit rocked.
Yeah, you was habitually line stepping, and they was getting you in line. Talking wasn't working for you. Go face the corner was not working for you. So yeah, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I agree.
I wanted to get that off before it went too far.
some people, I rock with. I watch Lapeef and Willie is like pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a wild name, huh?
It's crazy. Like you gotta pause. Man. But he a lot like me. I look at things what it is. I take a lot of feeling. I look at things and take feelings out of it. I can look at things from a feeling perspective after it, but in the midst of it, what is the benefit or what's the actual situation? And if you 30 something years old and you ain't faced your trauma, you can talk about your trauma so much and you don't address it, that's a you issue. I don't give a fuck about I don't give a fuck about none of that shit at all. You gonna sit here and tell me I was beat when I was a kid and this, that, man, you're 30 something years old. Oh, like you 38. Man, I'm traumatized. I'm beat when I man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
Chill, bro. Goddamn. Oh God, that's how the kids get you, bro.
Yeah, but you see that belt was hanging in the middle of the frame, though.
You feel me? That's exactly why I played it. That's what you're gonna get next.
Therapy talk is helping people grow when people dodge hard conversations.
I think therapy is the new non-prescription drug. I believe that it's something that people who are not very interesting attach to their lifestyle because most people are pretty basic and rudimentary. So I think that people try their best to attach to something that appears like they are developed or seasoned or sharp. And saying that I'm in therapy can be a talking point. It can also give people the illusion that you're actually progressive. But yeah, no, I
like True. I like True.
Yeah, he lays it down.
It's just it's laughable. I don't think that it's helping people just based on my observation. Mainly because it seems that therapists are providing people a space to talk. But I think, like Pretty Intellectual said, it'd be hard to quantify how effective it is. You know, what is the progress of people? How is that manifesting in daily lives? Are we having a more developed society? And based on what I observe, not so much. But you can get therapy on your computer now. Don't even got to leave your house.
Facts.
So, I guess that's how I answer that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting when we talk about is therapy working, is it not working? Because quite literally a part of the sciences is seeing things over a span of time. And the idea of even therapy, especially in the Black community, is very new. So we have actually not been able to give it enough time to see if it works or not.
It don't work.
All these terms that we're getting irritated by, these are maybe terms that
Yeah, this is a great to address. Go ahead.
Yeah. So therapy is not a hard science. It's not hard science. It's soft. It's not repeatable. You can't do the same thing with science as when you're doing like biochemistry or something like that. You're breaking down molecules and all that type of stuff, and you come up and you write a formula and you have the result every single time. When it comes to psychology, therapy, and all that stuff, it's not a hard science. So everything is very, very subjective. So we haven't had time to see how it works. You're not going to see how it works because everything is so subjective depending on the situation they got going on.
Yep.
Everybody goes to therapy for certain things. You might have childhood trauma. You might went to the military and got trauma. You might have had some trauma versus your relationship. It's so vast that there's no proven thing that you're going to get a subscription and this will work.
Hey, check this out. Anything that ain't got an end date, but it's supposed to help you is a scam.
Right. So she one of those Pretty Intellectual. That's her name, Pretty Intellectual.
Mid-intellectual.
She go on a diatribe all the time, speaking about things that she feels, not what she actually knows.
Yep.
Like I said, it's not a hard science. So when it comes to this whole therapy situation, I guarantee everybody on this panel and even the people in the chat that's seeing how people be scamming people with this whole therapy situation.
Yep.
We see it. You done seen people say, hey, if you go to Cheyenne Bryant and you want some help, you can't get no help unless you pay.
Y'all remember the chick? I remember the chick who went viral on TikTok talking about how black men should get in therapy, but yet at the same time she was talking shit and outing these type of men about what she hear from these black men.
Oh yeah, a woman fired her.
Yeah, and she got banned from that shit. She got banned from I think got sent off of TikTok.
She went against HIPAA laws. You can't talk about what's going on in your practice and all that type of stuff. And that's the reason why you know, I know we had this conversation, shout out to Ash and all that type of stuff, but that's the reason why currently right now you have more people in the therapy industry that saying there are more men in therapy than women. And then when the men out there, all right, I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm gonna talk about what I gotta talk about, get some shit off my chest so I can be better. She went online and talked shit about them. And say that's the reason why y'all men need to go to therapy. I'm in it. I'm trying to figure this shit out. But she shitted on it. And guess what? After she got fired, she still blamed me.
Hey, do you think most men that are in therapy, that girl made them go? Or think they went on their own?
Say that again, bro.
Do you think the majority of men that go to therapy, do you think they go on their own, or do you think that girl made them go?
That girl made them go.
I think most men. I think most men go to therapy on their own because they understand the situation that they.
I think most men got friends that they talk to. I don't think men.
Yeah, I think
it's girls that do that shit.
I think
anytime I've ever been told I need to go to therapy is by a girl, and at that point I'm doing the most diabolical shit in the world, right? To them, according to them.
My wife, she worked in the industry. Most men, we can say that women are the one that push it. Yes, we hear it on a day-to-day basis, but still, when women say it, it's still on the own free will and accord of the man to go. Right? You got men out here that don't get a goddamn doctor. They don't go to the doctor at all, even though their wife say, "Hey, you need to go get a checkup." Man, I'm good. Right? They the same thing with the therapy, but when it get to a situation where, you know, us as men, we start seeing things differently. I need to change. I need to do this or I need to do that. They will seek it out. Then when they see the effects, usually it happens when they get older, not when they 20 something. It's usually when they above the age of 35 or something.
But do you think it's to either find a girl or make some girl that's in your life accept you? I'm just saying, like a lot of people, like as far as a man going to therapy, I don't know if they go to therapy just to be like, people are bothering me at work and I don't know how to handle this shit. I don't know, and they might be. I don't know. But I'm saying the majority, not all, but majority, I would say it's about a relationship.
It's an influence. It's an influence because of a woman.
Yeah.
It may be an influence, but it may be an influence. Two things can be true, right? But at the end of the day, you might have the influence, but at the same time, that man might look at the situation. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and go. Because I think us as men, most of us, the things that traumatize women don't traumatize men at the same level.
Right.
I think it's to a point with men, we be like, okay, there is something within me that, okay, I got to address it. And it gets to a point where when men go, they understand that it's going to impact their life. I think like on a huge level. Most of us, we done got our ass whooped. We done been cheated on. We done been on hard breakups and all that type of stuff. Women treated us like shit and this, that, and the third. We got used and all that. We good. We just keep it going. But once it get to a point where you're trying to establish a lifestyle with your family and you trying to build a family, and majority of times a woman may say you might need to go to therapy. If you seeing the impact how it involves your family or the people that's closer to you, I think majority of the time that's when men go to therapy. When they by themselves, they good. But when it's in the things that you're doing, you might be an alcoholic, you might be doing whatever. I think that's when, if they have things that they in charge of that depends on them, I think they have the proclivity like really to really go there. Not just because a woman said, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even if a woman say, hey, you need to go to therapy, and he know if I don't go to therapy, she threatened to leave me. That's one of those things. He went because of that.
So that's where I'm gonna be controversial.
His like what he in charge of. I think that's majority of the time.
Yeah, because that's why I'm gonna be controversial, and I'm gonna say therapy for men is for two types of men: weak ass niggas and lonely niggas. It's like I keep saying all the time. Guys are supposed to have a circle of solid guys around them. That is your group. That is your pack, your tribe, whatever the fuck you want to label it. Them is your people. They supposed to hold you accountable. Like, hey, bro, you being a total dumbass right now. Like, why are you doing this? You keep saying that she doing X, Y, Z, but look what the fuck you doing. Stuff like that. You're supposed to have people around you to hold you accountable. So either you're lonely and you have nobody around you, or you just a weak ass motherfucker, and then you need some more titties to suck on because the Similac and breast milk that you had as a toddler didn't do enough for you.
Yeah. I talked to my mentor one time and we talked about therapy, and I had the same sentiments, but he was like, he came from a household, he in therapy. And he gave me a new perspective. He was like, what if you had nobody to talk to?
That's what I'm saying. That's where the lonely come in.
Yeah. So he was like, there are some people, some men, hey, you can go to your dad, you can go to your mom, you go to your cousin, all that stuff. Some people, they ain't got that at all. And then when you going through something like a divorce, who you gonna talk to then? You can't talk to the lawyer. He's not your therapist or somebody that got your best interest. They trying to make money. So sometimes a therapist, and sometimes you got to go to a couple of them. But in general, how women like to weaponize therapy of just, I even heard weak ass men say, everybody needs therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Sometimes you need to just get your ass up and face the shit that's in front of you and be a man.
See, I got a review video.
That's in front of you. That's exactly what it is. And you need to put yourself in uncomfortable situation so you can go rise above it. So you'll be desensitized to the bullshit that's ahead of you going forward.
Yeah, I got this review video I'm finna do in this shorty. She was talking about her therapy, and she been in therapy, if I remember correctly, for over 2 decades.
Oh, yeah.
If it took 20 plus years of you talking to somebody and you still fucked off, then they're scamming you. That shit. I mean, technically, if you want to think about it, insurance is a scam. Because if you, from you born until you die, if you paying on that insurance and you ain't never had to use it, you got scammed your whole fucking life. Now, granted, if the few times that, you know, somebody here or there, they actually have to use it, it's beneficial for them. But at the same time, if you would have saved up money to fix your own shit to begin with, you could have just opted out, minus the fact that they mandate you to have insurance for stuff. You could have just opted out of that shit because that shit's a scam. And half the time when you need to use the shit, they make you jump through hoops. They make you jump through hoops to pay them, but you know, for your claim, you got to jump through hoops to fucking get your claim handled. So it's a scam. And that's how I feel about therapy. So a lot of people I've seen that went to therapy, it helps a minuscule few, but on the majority scale, them people just as fucked up as when they started. Y'all just bought a friend. That's all. Instead of getting a friend for free, y'all just bought a friend that y'all could talk to. And after 60 minutes or however many minutes your block is, they can just tell you to shut the fuck up and see you next time because it's tied to a check. Would none of them call you if you felt hard on times and you lost your job or whatever? They would not give you a free session.
I know a chick right now that's a psychologist. She just as fucked up than she more fucked up than people that go see her.
Bro, a lot of them are. A lot of them are. You get online all the time.
The shit that I know personally. I know the people that be going to her, they probably if the problems that they had going on will fall on the ground, a lot of people will pick it up because they it's better than the bullshit they got going on, right? The woman that's the therapist and psychologist, they got the doctorate degree and this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. She more fucked up than the people that's going to see her.
Bro,
she gotta hold that shit in, and then when she go home, she got a therapist too. So she go to work giving therapy sessions to people, and then all the shit that she's trying to hold in and don't want to project to the people that's actually in her therapy sessions, she holding it back. She got to go to her therapist, and that therapist might be going through the same shit she going through.
But that's my problem too. When Ashley had brought up therapy one time, and I'm like, okay, I'm from the hood. Fuck, I look like getting a therapist is from a suburban neighborhood. Y'all ain't never seen a dead body in the middle of the street on the way to school when you was in the 3rd grade. Y'all ain't never seen a shorty pull up on her side dude and the main bitch pull up and she jumped out the 4th window floor in her underwear and fucking slammed on the floor, sprained her ankle, had to limp away because she didn't want to get beat up. Y'all ain't seen none of this shit unless it was in movies. Y'all first dead body be y'all grandma that made it to 93. I seen a dead body from a nigga that was trapping at the age of 14 and got smoked by the big homie. So what are you gonna tell me that they taught you in school that fits my environment? Some shit that you read out of a book? Like half of y'all, it's just like when we go to school for business. Motherfuckers be in school going to go get a business degree, and half them fucking professors ain't never even started a business. So you just teaching me theory. You teaching me theory at that point. Or all these bitches that go get these psychology degrees. Bitches be triple platinum in a psychology degree. 19 PhDs and shit, and go get played by somebody that's locked up. That motherfucker ain't even on the streets and he playing your ass.
Well, you know it's bullshit because you see the one what was it the girl, the lady, the doctor on whatever the one I sent it to y'all to. The dude was asking, can a man get pregnant? And she jumped all around that goddamn question like it wasn't nothing. Like she would not answer the goddamn question. Yeah. And she was a professional. And this dude's like, you're a doctor. Like you won't even fucking acknowledge that a man can't get pregnant. So like, man, when I saw that shit, I said all this other bull. Like, fuck that, man. And the therapist should tell you, hey, the world ain't fair. Fucking suck it up, man. That's literally what a therapist should goddamn tell you. Unless you want to hear what the fuck you want to hear.
Well, they keep tap dancing with the political climate because they don't want to
make some money. Because you crazy motherfuckers making money.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If you're supposed to save my life, fuck being offensive. Spit the real. So, like you said, no, men can't get pregnant. Now, if you cut your titties off and took hormones to grow a beard, you can still get pregnant because still a little cootie cat down there. If you want to lie to yourself in the mirror and say that you a man, you can still get pregnant. You still got ovaries. But, you know, if you got a motherfucking schlong down there, pause. You can't get pregnant. Where the baby gonna come out of? You ain't finna squeeze them out the tube. So, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, a lot of these people, they keep succumbing to all these political climates and stuff. And it's like, no, certain things don't need politics in it. Medicine shouldn't be with politics. Just spit the raw as it is, as medicine has it.
Yep.
This therapy shit, spit what the mind is supposed to be doing when it's in its regular form. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, I get that you have an identity crisis and this is what you might feel like. No, you shouldn't be feeling like this because that's stupid as fuck. Quit cosplaying. We in at Comic-Con right now. Comic-Con come once a year to your city. You got to live every day. Every day, this is what you're supposed to do as a man. Every day, this is what you're supposed to do as a woman. Like, quit coddling people for their fucking feelings. And a lot of these therapists are just coddling you because you paying their bills. So they're not.
Have you ever seen like these people who say that they you ever seen the people who say like that they are obviously a born woman, just say they're born a woman, but they transition
to the wrong body?
Yeah. But the thing is, you kind of think like maybe they have a mental illness, but I promise you, I've seen it happen like 4 or 5 times. If someone asks him, hey, so if I'm black, say if I'm black, now I'm white because I think I'm white, whatever, and they acknowledge that is crazy. But for some fucking reason, they can't acknowledge the shit they're going through. They might try to avoid a little bit, but they won't. But you can tell they know, bro, that's crazy. You're fucking obviously black. You're not white. So like they know the shit ain't like you're in my face. I know you're not a fucking woman. Come on, man. But you're still trying to play this. But you put with a white and black thing, then they acknowledge how crazy that is. So I mean, yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I follow this guy.
That's why you gotta get the ebook. That's why you gotta get the ebook. I've been called worse by better people. You gotta get the ebook. Earn while you save. Gotta tap into the Patreon. See, then you can learn how to save your money the right way. Invest your money properly.
Whoa.
I'll put the link in the comments.
Damn, but my homie a tattoo artist. He just bought 2 Lambos.
Yo, I follow this guy. And he's a successful business person and everything, but he's hugely Christian, and how he makes his money is based off the Bible. That's the crazy thing, right? And he said he never went to therapy, or he don't believe in therapy because the Bible, he 100% with the Bible. But he did say something that was very interesting. The thing that was very interesting, what he said was, he don't go to therapy because he believes people that actually, the mass in general, majority of people that go to therapy is they go into therapy to have a crutch for the reason why they fell in life.
Yep.
They already know what they need to do, how to progress, and all that type of stuff. But if they go to therapy and tell people they go into therapy, people give them grace. But the thing what he opened my eyes was like maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago was other people grace of how they think about you ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. It ain't got nothing how fast you going to progress and everything. Nobody owes understanding. So that thing that you stressed about and all that type of stuff, handle it. And I guarantee
beautiful.
Okay, after you handle that situation that you stressed about and all that stuff, now you was getting beat when you was little, like it's crazy and everything. Yeah, you got trauma, you've been in the military, you got PTSD and all that stuff. That's some real shit. But you just having trauma because your mama didn't love you, and or you wasn't treated like your other siblings. Man, boss up, do what you got to do, make your money, and everything be all right. Because, like, for real.
And let's be 100% honest. Most of the therapists, they going through their own bullshit. They can't even get their life together. They can't even get their life together. So how the hell they gonna tell me how to do something? It's like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather learn from somebody who's actually doing it, somebody who's actually been there and got themselves out of the situation. That goes with anything. That goes with business, that goes with life, that goes with marriage, relationships. Somebody who's already done it, somebody who is still doing it, and they're successful at it. It's like, all right, bro, I see what you have done. I seen the obstacles that you had to go through. What was the mind frame in order for you to get past that and get over that obstacle to get to where you are today? And boom, they'll be more than willing to tell you.
You know, the biggest thing is it's going to be fucking tough. And that's the thing. It's not going to be easy. But these other people who go to therapy, they want something to be easy. They want it to be like, hey, I understand your pain. How do you want to handle this? And let's figure out a way to do it the way you want to do it. Not like, if you go to someone who really has overcome it, they had a problem, they overcome it, it's not going to be fucking easy. That shit ain't going to be, it's not going to be like light work. I think that's what people, when they come to a situation and then they hear like how tough it's going to be, and they're not hearing like, oh, it should make me feel good right now. I think that's why they turn away. They turn around from someone who's actually giving them real shit, but they want to go to someone who's going to make them feel good about it. Hey, your mom didn't treat you like shit when you're young. I understand why you can't work. You know, a lot of people are like this, blah, blah. You're justified from doing this. Instead of someone telling you, bro, that shit sucked, but get the fuck up. No one's going to care about you. No one's going to fucking be there when you can't pay your rent. Your family's going to leave you. We got to figure this shit out, bro. You gotta nut up and do the work. They don't want to hear that type of shit, though.
I blame Bush. Bush is the one that started the whole situation. No child left behind. Since then, it's been chaotic because you got some people. Well, you got a lot of people that can't critically think, and just because they are faced with adversity, which most adults tell you, hey, one day you're going to be an adult and you got to move mountains, you got to make the impossible happen because that's what adults do. When they face that adversity and it doesn't work out the way they want it or what's been told by society, you should just, everything should just be 100% easy coast and all that type of stuff. So once you face that adversity, they got to go to therapy because their entire life was based around everything is going to work out how I think it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was a situation that everybody knew some things ain't going to work out how you think it's going to go, but you still got to go a course and you probably got to open different doors. You got to go over the door, under the door, right, left. You know, you got to break through the door. It's different ways to get to your goal. Right now, what's being positioned to most people is this is how it should be, and that's what it is. If it don't go that way, it's everybody else's fault.
Yep.
Not you. It's everything around the United States is corrupt. The world is corrupt because things ain't happening how you want it to happen. And a lot of those people have that main character energy. And that's the reason why, as you can see, they interrupting with ICE situations. People got friends. They online giving their dissertation of what they allow and they don't allow, what they expect. They the main character in their life. Instead of people just sitting there like, you know what, bullshit happened. I got to get through it.
Yeah, and it could be like a scenario like this. It could be like if just say this: if it was me and some other dude started at the same time at our job, just say this dude works out, just motherfucker looks good, right? Everyone like in normal society, they would say this motherfucker look good. He got his shit together, right? You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just a normal looking dude. And just say a year passed by, he keeps fucking going up the ranks. I know that I might think in my mind that I'm a better worker than he is. And that's sort of scenario. A lot of people will let that frustrate the fuck out of them and not understand how the real world works. Is that's just a real world thing. Like they will sit there and bitch and complain about that person moving up, how unfair it is, instead of just being real, be like, yo, this is just how the world is. Fuck it. The other people who were above him were able to look at it, and that's how they did it. But I can't let that shit stop me. Either I'm gonna stay at this job, work my ass off 3 times more than he does, or I'm gonna go somewhere else. So it can't be sitting there just bitching about how unfair it is, because that's how the world is.
It's because I've been in corporate America for a long time. He knows this. Everybody that's in corporate America can attest to this. There's a difference between brown nosing and networking. A lot of people that don't know what networking is, they look at it as brown nosing. Yep. And that's actually how you get to where you need to be. You can know how to do your job for full, but everything's about people that work with you, they feel comfortable with you, and they feel as though that you can navigate through this thing through the company and all that type of stuff. You can build relationships, you're likable and all that type of stuff. You're gonna get promoted. But if you sitting there, I'm gonna do nothing more, nothing less. I do my job good, I do it better than everybody, but you always get into it with everybody, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. That's facts.
You're not going nowhere. You're going to be just a good ass employee that's going to stay right there. I know people right now that I was working with 9 years ago. They in the exact same place because they had that mindset.
It's fact. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this.
A lot of people have been using that we just have not been using because we've said, don't go to therapy, go to church, right? So when we even think about how new it is, we'd have to be a little bit patient and give it a little bit more time. But the idea that we're overusing, incorrectly using terminology is at least an indicator that we're being exposed to information. So I actually don't take it as being a negative. It's more so just when you hear somebody incorrectly using a thing, correct it. But at least they know the word. At least like we're starting to circulate it in our language that we do believe some things are predisposed. We do believe some things are learned. We do believe that you can recover from certain things and others are chronic. We do believe some things require medication and other things don't. So at least we now know it's, I don't know. I'm wondering why, with it being so new, are we so critical instead of curious?
Do we actually know though, based on, and I'm going off of what your perspective is based on what I heard you say moments ago. You seem to have a hard stance on qualifying. And so I do understand that you need to give something an adequate amount of time to be a proven concept. But I also believe that this is me, that sometimes people jump on fads of sorts.
Right.
And therapy seems very faddish. It seems very much of, okay, because if you look at human society predating therapy, most societies have functioned quite normally without this said therapy being a thing that you needed in order to progress through one's life. I mean,
normal?
Yeah, to some basis of normality, of course. And therapy was not needed because we used to have communities. We used to have tribes.
We're unaliving each other and going to war and like taking people out and like shooting up schools.
How far left you went?
What are we talking about functioning normally?
We're all the way left. All the way left on that one.
No, we're not.
Yeah. You remember when I said people to justify what they talk about, they go to Universe 7?
Yep.
All the bad shit in one basket. It was like,
hey Mac, hold on. He paused it at the worst moment for her facial expression.
Oh yeah. See, that's crazy. Women.
And most women will go to her as a therapist.
Yeah, she'll be the therapist that's pseudo intellectual, and then she gonna mindfuck you to be just like her. How she talking?
Yeah,
we're unaliving each other. This man, you know how bro. When we was growing up, we went through 9/11. We went through so many different things back in the day. You know what I'm saying? There's going to. She is the person. She is the exact person that she's an absolutist. Everything is absolute. It's either or. So if people are killing, unaliving each other, this, that, X, Y, and Z, now that's rampant and it's happening all day, every day. It's everywhere. It's happening like 1 out of 1. When you walk outside, you gonna get off. That's how she make it, right? But it's not that. And she, to justify her stance, she had to go to the extreme.
Yeah, she reminded me of somebody that I can't speak.
She reminded me of somebody too, but I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, I can't speak of, but yeah, she definitely reminded me of somebody.
Yeah.
I can't speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, all I'm gonna say is y'all see my background.
Look at it.
Well,
that's the eyes of you ain't got a lot of shit going on personally, and you virtue signal on a day-to-day basis on these things, on these podcasts and all that stuff. And you get so consumed with what the media is telling you instead of what you actually consume as far as trying to get an understanding about. Those the eyes. You can tell her, hey man, they doing X, Y, and Z because of Trump. She gonna believe it, and she gonna tell you that it's true, even though she heard about it and you just made it up.
All I can say is I'm sitting in my therapy room right now. Y'all see what it say up there?
Oh, you saying it's too much dust between her washing and dry, bro?
Man,
it's too much. It's too much.
That shit done accumulated.
Gotta recalibrate. Back in the day, when the TV, back in the day, the TV was messing up. You had to smack it a couple times.
Yeah, when you had the big back TVs.
The big back TVs.
Shooting drills in schools instead of earthquakes and tornadoes. Like, we're not functioning normally. We're not doing well.
Pretty, I thought you isolated this to the black community a couple minutes ago.
One second. I isolated it in one example, sir. I'm speaking generally that the idea of therapy is still fairly new.
Okay, I thought you specifically were saying in the black community is fairly new. My
Yeah,
apologies.
so I zoom in and zoom out when I talk. So you got to keep up.
Oh, I can't.
See, that's that condescending shit, bro.
I can't stand hoes like that. I'm sorry, I cannot. Just have a fucking conversation. You don't have to do shit like that. Cause what it then shows me is that you really ain't trying to have an argument. You just trying to attack. You really trying to. I'm sorry, not an argument, but you really aren't trying to have a conversation.
Like if a man did that, bro, when a woman is talking about her experience and how she feel about something, and a man say, "Hey, look, that ain't what we talk about. So keep up, ma'am, so you can actually understand the X, Y, and Z." They'll say, "Yeah, hey, you mansplaining and all that type of stuff." It was unnecessary.
Like if you were really trying to have a conversation, you wouldn't even say that. I don't give a fuck. This is why I don't like people who self-proclaim themselves to be a certain thing. Like her, I'm pretty and I'm intellectual. Shorty, I mean, I seen better looking, and I've seen more intellectual. So I don't like. I can't stand that shit. I really can't.
And this is the thing though. So someone to hear what you just said and be like that we talk shit about women. Like, look, the thing is when you have a fucking attitude that's ugly and nasty, and then you look a certain kind of way, one person's gonna say something. If she was cool, feminine, whatever, man, no one would ever talk about. No one even say shit about her. So I don't want. Cause I know a lot of people say shit like that we like sit like down on women and stuff like that. But it matches her attitude. It matches like what she's throwing out. You know, it'd be the same thing if some dude was like, you know, fat as fuck and be like, you know what, I'm gonna need a girl who's fucking under like 120 pounds. You're like, man, what the fuck your fat ass talking about? Like, I mean, that's exactly what it is. Like, it's no, I mean, it's the same shit. If you got a fucking shit ass attitude and you her attitude just don't match the way she looks. That's all I'm saying.
I just say she I done heard her talk. She spot on some things, but when it comes to, I think what happened was because, like I said, I'm not left, I'm not right. I think I try to strive to be like the most objective person. Her cards were called when Pearl was on the show. It was shown because at the end of the day, if it's just us as black people we talking about, she shit on black men when she can. But when Pearl was up there and she started saying the same shit she said, then she was in defense mode for us as black men. And she didn't even notice it. Pearl came up there and gave stats and said black men X, Y, and Z, just that and the third. She defended it. And she was like, how can y'all black men just sit up there and listen to it? Because us as men, we like, shit, that shit kind of true, goddamn shit. Or we is fucking up. BYN, like, damn. Yeah, we talk about it. But then if we in another conversation and we talking about relationship dynamic, she was saying this, whatever Pearl was saying, pretty intellectual, she said the exact same thing. Even worse, though. Even worse.
I mean, they all the same group.
Jazz, all those women that's up there, they shit on men all the time. Majority of the men up there say, hey, that couldn't be true, but it's not most men. They say no. It's all Molly that's on Anton Daniels show.
She's Molly.
All of them do it. But then when a white person show up and say the same exact name, oh, now they white knight. So after I saw that, I don't listen to none of what Pretty say at all. Because she's flip-flop. She's not consistent.
I'm sorry, Tony, man. I've watched her a lot too. There's not one thing that's come out of her mouth that's been like spot on or anything. It's always been bullshit.
No, she say some spot on stuff about history and what happened back in the day and all that.
Oh, yeah. She know the history, but what she applies it to doesn't correlate. Like everyone always goes back to the history way when they trying to prove a point that has nothing to do with today. But I mean, I don't understand that part of the debating. But I mean, like I said, if I was just a person who listened to words and like words were like music to my ear, I would listen to everything she said. And I think that's what a lot of people do. I think it's how a lot of people actually process shit. If you're very articulate, you sound like you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because it's the funniest thing. Because I know, and I've said this shit before. You know when she's in a group of people who are like sheep, they fucking whatever comes out of her mouth, or they're like, yeah, right on. But then when you get in a room with like True and Willie and those other cats, they gonna call you out of your bullshit. And fucking that's when you start going far fucking left because you don't know what the fuck to say because no one ever questions what you say.
The thing is, a lot of people who are extremely intellectuals tend to be the dumbest because they try to use a lot of big words to make themselves seem as if they are so smart. But then, yet, if somebody were to tell you, hey, listen, break this down to me as if I'm a second grader, they don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
I understand. Go ahead, man.
You got to do that when, like, say you're a superior and then you training somebody that's new on the job. Are you going to use the same thing that you're saying at this point, the way you're at in your profession, or you need to train them up to get to here? And oftentimes, like with Pretty and what his name is, Six to God.
Yeah.
What's his name? His favorite word is moot.
Oh yeah. Oh, Six.
Yeah. His favorite word is moot. It's a non sequitur. Like me, I'm pretty well read and all that stuff. I know what he's saying and all that type of stuff. But if I'm in a general situation, I ain't got to do all that. I spend more time trying to explain what I'm saying than just saying what I need to say.
But it don't even sound right. You sound like T.I. when you're trying to talk, right?
No,
he's using big ass words. It just don't even fucking sound right.
But like the whole with the video and all that type of stuff, man. It be you have people that's hyper subjective, and they want to substantiate their part on the argument. But when new information actually enter like the conversation, they usually don't take well to new information. They discard it and they try to prove the new information wrong instead of listening and say, okay, I hear what you say. I'm gonna have to go do some research on that because I ain't hear that. But if what you're saying is true, all good. I ain't know that. But what's going on in these conversations is that in order for them to be right, they go all the way to Universe 7.
Universe 7. They go all the way to Universe 7.
Right? They gotta pull the most extreme thing for them to be right. When they talk about stuff that's happening on a day-to-day basis, the most common stuff and everything, what happens on a day-to-day basis. No, we got to go to Universe 7. All men, they just beat the shit out of women and this, that, and the third. How can we come on, bro? Tornado drills, bro. How often tornado hit, bro? Come on, let's be serious. So it would be logical that you get your ass beat versus a tornado. So if we start teaching people how to defend themselves from getting their ass beat, because it can happen any day now, because you might say the wrong thing. I think we should train people not to get their ass beat instead of fucking tornadoes in goddamn summer where birds chirping and shit. Once you see the birds go away, that's when you need to be scared. Right? Don't teach kids that no more. When you see animals gone and birds gone and all that type of stuff, they got a sense that something coming. We don't talk about that no more. We just gonna go in the hall, line up, and duck, and that's our training. But right after class, you're getting your ass beat.
Straight up.
Ike and Tina's attitude cleaners. Shout out to the laundromat owners.
It's a lot of dust that
Yeah, you right, man. Making money is 10 years, man. 10 years, man. 10 years. 10 years. Think more like 10 days, man. 10 days, man. 10 days. 10 days.
I ain't gonna hold your side note, but I think I'm gonna invest in a laundromat.
Hey, bro.
I've been looking for one.
The new wave of it, I think you should, bro.
I think I'm going to invest in the laundromat.
The new wave of it. I just saw a video where I think I sent it to you. They had put like a
you did send me. Yeah. You sent that
And then
to
I
me.
was like, what the fuck is that? And then I did some research. I said, that's a good selling point.
Yeah, they started taking EBT to be off the hook.
Go to Patreon to see what we talk about, y'all. So that's all.
You know,
Yeah.
laundromat and car wash.
Listen, y'all, I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm in the process of learning. I'm reading the books, couple of books, because your boy gonna be. I've been talking about it on the Cornega show too, about me investing in the business. So, already set business. We're not doing startups. We're talking about business that's already been going. Boomers, they're ready to retire and different things like that. So I'm reading into it. Getting my knowledge up. So within the next year, 2, maybe 3, I'll be purchasing my first actual business. So yeah. We lock it in.
We in the middle of the wealth transfer, folks. Sleep.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
anybody? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my laundromat. I'm gonna have a dedicated section with some headroom for people that it's gonna be the therapy corner.
Shit.
Wait, who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man.
Hey, my last thing to say about this, Chad, he said some people like disagreeing to develop a conversation. I think most people like to just be a contrarian. And
some people do.
They don't like to be wrong. They don't want to have a conversation. I can tell you exactly because I went to school for marketing with a concentration in sales and not understand how to navigate through conversations. A lot of people, they don't want answers. They want to prove you wrong. And you can tell somebody want to prove you wrong when they ask a question and try to diss anything that you say with anything that you could say. So they ask a question, how y'all men just don't take care of your kids? Because I see so many, when they say because and they go on the diatribe, they try to go each variable to be ready for anything that you respond with. And then they'll ask the question again. I'm just saying, like, that's the reason why I'm asking the question. Why y'all men not doing X, Y, and Z? And then they go on another diatribe because they thought about some more things that can invalidate what you could say, right? So that's a contrarian. They really don't want an answer. They just want to shit on you. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Well, not right now, but in a general
sense.
If they actually want to answer, if they actually want a question answered, why y'all men do this, they'll sit back. And once men start talking, they'll just sit there and assess the situation. And therefore, they can have a critical thing and see if you on some bullshit or not. They don't care if you on bullshit or not. They just want to prove you wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fact.
Everybody want to win. Nobody want to learn.
Boy, you saying something. So let's go. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Again, like. We should have a lot of likes. There've been a lot of people in the chat. There have been a lot of people viewing this. Y'all, we should have a ton of likes. All right. It helps for the algorithm. If you want to support the channel, tap into the super chats. If you want to become part of the Earn Circle, the link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments. Listen, in the Patreon, we are leveling up. That's where we talk about other things outside of just the relevant topics, cultural topics. We are actually building and we're growing. That's where we talk about things of the back end of stuff, how we use the YouTube channels and how we're growing our platform. All right. So you definitely want to tap into the channel. And then eventually we're going to be talking about meetups too. But once we hit certain milestones, we're going to get there. All right. You feel me?
I'm gonna be dressed in all white.
That's crazy. But let's go to this next topic. Let's talk about fitness and big women, big backs.
Hey,
let's talk about the big backs. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
About the ones with the 6-pack under their arms instead on their tummy.
Facts. You feel me? Fat acceptance. So fat acceptance, gym edition. So we're gonna watch this video and then we'll give our thoughts on it. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out. 'Cause I'm like,
maybe you're focusing on the wrong parts of your health.
At these bigger gyms that I was at, first up is a kettlebell over my head and marching in place.
Not care about what people think and just do you.
I still to this day have gym anxiety.
Let's talk about the bizarre trend of pretending that obesity and fitness belong in the same sentence. We're going to look at a
What up,
handful of
Corey?
viral clips from creators who are trying very hard to convince you that you can stay obese and still call it fitness. Let's start.
My name is Carrie. I'm a personal trainer and a powerlifter who lives 4 days a week, and this is what my body looks like. Which means that when I post my workouts on social media, most people assume I'm just starting my fitness journey. I've been working as a fitness professional for 5 years now, and that part still rubs me the wrong way. Because there are so many people in larger bodies moving their bodies regularly and accomplishing their goals in the gym, and they'll always be seen as a beginner because the size of their body hasn't dramatically changed. But hey, maybe if I keep showing up on your timeline, you'll recognize that someone's size does not actually determine their fitness level.
So you're a personal trainer and a powerlifter who trains 4 days a week, and this is what your body looks like? You say that like it's supposed to be some kind of revelation, but it's actually the most common excuse we hear from the body positivity crowd. You stand there presenting a body that is visibly carrying too much fat, and then act shocked that people assume you're a beginner. And how could they not? In a world where fitness is supposed to mean visible progress, strength, and health, the signals your body sends are the opposite. Lifting heavy is cool, but if the diet is ultra-processed junk and the gut is inflamed, you're building strength on top of dysfunction. Because 5 years into being a fitness professional and still having a body composition that screams beginner is a sign something fundamental is off. Fasting, prioritizing animal protein, cutting ultra-processed foods is where transformation happens. I really think that trainers are supposed to embody the lifestyle, not just preach it. Now, don't get me wrong. If you were branding yourself purely as a powerlifter, I'd get it. Being heavier can help with stability and force production. But you're also calling yourself a fitness trainer. And fitness isn't about just hitting a heavy squat PR. Clients come to you to look and feel better, to lose fat and build muscle. So you can absolutely be strong in a larger body, but being obese is not compatible with optimal health. Strength and fitness are not just about how much weight you can deadlift. That's why body composition does matter.
Facts.
If you truly care about helping people in the gym, stop normalizing mediocrity, because the goal of fitness is not to stay the same.
But how is the body still large though? Not trying to be funny, but calories in versus calories out? I know powerlifters need to consume more because they lift heavier, but shouldn't the body at least be toned? Genuinely curious.
This is why fitness is 70% diet, 30% exercise.
My trainer should look like my goals.
Personal in a world where you can be anything. Be kind.
No.
And
All right,
that's exactly
hold on, quick. I
Oh,
was calling her a fat ass because I know we watching the. I was looking at the comment that was on the video. I said fat ass. I'm not calling her because I know people will clip it and be saying that I'm calling her a fat. I'm not. That's not what.
Calling who?
Because I said fat ass, and it showed old girl. I'm like, no, I'm not calling her a fat ass. I was talking about the comment when they was making like an exception for I was
Did you wrong or what?
No, I was responding to the comment because I know
Had you been practicing on your art, you know you're wearing the dark. Silent.
Hey, Courtney, I'm gonna have to send you a picture of me for I'm gonna have to send you a picture of me for Halloween. I was him for Halloween, bro. I gotta send it to you. So you
got to.
Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you. You can pull it up as the video going.
This ain't even the full, and this crazy part. This ain't even the full video. We still going.
Gymnastics we see too often, hiding behind titles like powerlifter to justify staying overweight. However, Whether you're lifting heavy or not,
What's up, Sue?
excess fat still carries massive
What's
health
up,
risks.
Seuss?
Let's watch her follow up.
1 week ago today, I went viral on accident for saying this is what my body looks like as a personal trainer and a power lifter. And baby, Lord, there's been a lot of comments, a lot of questions, and I'm going to choose.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to let it keep playing, but I got to, listen. I got to commend her for hitting the push-ups the regular way. Because there's a lot of women who can't hit the regular push-ups. That's a hard thing for them to do. I give her that. But however, it still don't change the fact. It still don't change the fact. So I just had to throw that.
All in the air too.
Which ones are not worth my time? I did this question the other day, though. How do you balance body positivity with also being aware of obesity-related health risks? I think we all know I'm not a doctor, but what I can tell you is that any obesity-related health risk can be a health risk for anyone in any body size.
So anyone can have obesity-related health risks at any size? Technically, yes. A thin person can be metabolically unhealthy. But statistically, that's the exception, not the rule.
So while that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be conscious of our health, it does mean that we don't really have to chase a number. The size of my genes is not actually going to determine my health, but what will are the habits that I've created. Working out regularly, feeding my body the things that it likes, sleep, not having a lot of stress in my life, as much as we can control that. I'm never telling anyone to ignore their health. What I'm telling you is maybe you're focusing on the wrong parts of your health. That's all.
You talk about habits, workouts, sleep, stress, but notice how you conveniently leave out the most important habit, the diet. You can train 4 days a week and sleep 8 hours, but if your meals are built on sugar and ultra-processed garbage, you're still damaging your gut and wrecking your insulin sensitivity. Nutrition should be the foundation. And yes, feeding your body the things it likes sounds cute, but the body likes dopamine hits too. That doesn't mean they're good for it. The most powerful health habit you can build is mastering what's on your plate. And how can you say that maybe we're focusing on the wrong parts of health when excess fat is literally the one with the most evidence behind it? Visceral fat isn't just sitting there, it's actively secreting inflammatory molecules, disrupting hormones, and increasing disease risk.
Just goes to show people only care about thinness and not strength and health.
Next, we have not so wrong gym mindset, but again,
Why did I switch from a bigger gym to a smaller gym as a plus size person? At these bigger gyms that I was at, I could definitely tell that I was not 100% comfortable, because guaranteed at the time that I would be going, it would be jam packed. And I felt myself very nervous to be in that.
You see how she switched from a big gym to a small gym? That's the same way these dusty ass motherfuckers switch from a therapist that hold them accountable to one that fucking substantiates all the bullshit that they telling them. And that's why these motherfuckers be in therapy for so goddamn long too, with no results. So the same way these bitches stay big, talking about they training and all that, and you don't see no results, is the same way they switch from therapists to somebody that's fucking go along, get along, because they taking their money instead of somebody's holding them accountable.
I'm like, man, you've been working out for 2 years, goddamn shit.
You still the same size?
Courtney, I just sent it to you.
I bet.
Mentally, I was kind of like building a wall. Like, is that person looking at me? Is that person looking at me? Oh my God, if they're looking at me, like I need to move.
You were uncomfortable because the gym was crowded, but it's also that you are uncomfortable with is your own body.
Thanks.
You're obese. You know it. And you're projecting that insecurity onto the environment. Fitness should not be hiding in corners. It's about showing up, doing the work, and improving your body so that your confidence doesn't depend on the size of the room. I think if you were truly focused on health, you'd be thinking about what you're lifting, how your diet is impacting your fat loss, not checking if some stranger is silently judging your body. Feeling anxious about others is a mindset problem created by excess fat. I want to say, so it will get better, but you are getting bigger month by month. Imagine if your energy was put into mastering compound lifts or tracking macros, instead of building invisible walls in your mind.
And even when I would go at like 12, 1 o'clock, there would still be so many people there. And you want to know what? We all pay for the same damn membership, so that's 100% valid. But still, I could not shake the feeling of just being so nervous and so anxious about who's watching at me, who's looking at me. It was just very uncomfortable. Now, I literally go to the gym that is 5 minutes up the block. There is never a single soul in there. The gym is pretty small, but it has all the high-tech gear that I absolutely love. The only person I ever see in there is the owner, and he's very rarely ever there. And it's open 24 hours. All I have to do is a little key fob, and it lets me right in. The only time that I have driven by and I've actually seen people in there is at like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7, or like when people do get out of work.
Hey,
And
pause.
I've seen there,
We not gonna glaze over that. Shorty said the only time I've driven by, so because other people was in there, your workout just was like, oh fuck it, I'm going to Starbucks instead.
Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on this. I'm good.
She like, oh, there's humans in there. I'm gonna just go get a damn pancake platter from McDonald's.
I'm like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of the post? Is she trying to, like, I guess she didn't want to work out because there were too many people?
Hey man, she one of them shorties that when you go to clap buns, she wants you to turn the lights off.
See, that's what I was saying earlier, bro. Like, a lot of people don't like to put themselves in uncomfortable situations, and they will hold that crutch. I'm fat because there's too many people.
Okay, then stop eating.
In the gym, most times they be like, yeah, you going to the gym at 6 o'clock. That's when everybody get off. A lot of people, they go in the morning because people that's really serious about trying to lose weight and all that type of stuff, they go early in the morning because they know I gotta do this. You go.
She don't want nobody judging her. Just like what Raw was saying. Like, a therapist would probably given her this idea to go to a smaller gym because there won't be nobody there to make her feel comfortable. That's probably words of a therapist. This is gonna work out a lot better. Instead of being like, yo, you need to get in there, burn that weight and do it instead of doing it on your own, and don't break one piece of sweat. And it's gonna be like a 5-8 year deal. And you still look the same. But only you say it on your resume, you still say, I go to the gym 5 times a week. And you still think that's justified.
You can't work out during the week.
Hold on. First of all, it's all about the first things first. Is get your eating in check. That's one. But two, a lot of people use I can't go to the gym as an excuse. Listen, you can do squats, push-ups, ab workouts. You can do shoulder workouts, and as well as any other exercise, back workout at home. Weights don't cost that much. A lot of women, you don't need 35 pounds. You don't need 50-pound weights. All you need is a smooth, at max, 20-pound weights. You could do your back workouts at home. You can do all your workouts at home every single day. You keep your calories low. You can go for walks. Instead of you sitting at the desk all day, go and take a walk 15, 20 minutes. You can do that 2 to 3 times a day. You'll probably burn about 100 calories off of that shit alone, just by walking. And that we're not talking about a brisk walk. We're talking about just a normal fucking walk that takes you about 15 minutes to do. So a lot of these people, they're just making excuses because there's no fucking way that you've been working out this long and you still this goddamn big. I don't care what you say. That means something's wrong with your diet. Your diet is fucked up.
You can't
men and women.
You can't work out the whole week and eat crab boils every week. Can't do it. Eating that juicy crab and spicy crawfish or whatever these crab boil places. And then you get bad bitch high fives and go to brunch and you drinking mimosas and eating chicken and waffles and all that stuff on the weekend. And then, okay, that's your cheat. You usually do, when you actually serious about stuff, you have a cheat day, but you still kind of managing it. You can't go overboard. They have a cheat weekend and be like, oh yeah, I can cheat during the week. No, you gotta be strict. It's real. If you want results, it's real boring.
Well, it's a mental thing, bro. As long as she got in the books that she has stepped her ass in that gym, in her mind, she's doing the right shit.
Yeah.
It's just what's up now. Now the problem is her body. There's something else wrong. It ain't what she's doing. There's something else wrong now that she ain't losing that weight. As long as she can put in her mind that she's actually stepping foot in that gym, it should be working, but it ain't working.
I work out every week. I do this. Okay, what you be eating? If they were truthful, like I eat crab balls every weekend.
That'll be besides the point.
What mukbangs? That's what it's called. Mukbangs. They do that shit.
Yeah.
Eat the buffet.
Everything you did the whole week, you destroyed it that weekend.
She gonna say she got a thyroid condition. That's what she gonna
say. I got a thyroid condition. Look, it's plain and simple. The people, y'all saw the video where they said, weight and everything. Pretty much alluded to it's racist.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Talking about that black chick who said that shit.
Yeah, she was like, because she fat is because white women they have a better situation. But black women, and she came up with so many excuses. Go to Diamond Gym with that dude with that beard. He kicked the shit out of Rakai out the gym because he was bullshit.
Oh,
if y'all know who Rakai is, he's a like little young streamer. And he was bullshitting. Buddy take that gym shit serious. And he was bullshitting. And like when you work out, that shit kind of boring. It's boring, but it's
100%.
You eating boring shit if you want fast results. What I see with a lot of women that want to lose weight, they always look for the exciting thing to do in order to lose weight. The new trend, the new fad, and if it doesn't work as fast as they want, they move on to the next thing. And before they move on to the next thing, they pig out. Well, that didn't work. Let me go goddamn get the crab bowl.
No, that's a fact.
Let me get the crab bowl, and I'll start on the new shit later.
But the thing is, I'm trying though. I'm trying.
I've been going to the gym for 2 years.
Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up now.
That's it.
I don't know.
Weight is racist.
Nah, not that one.
Rakai?
No, what Roger sent.
Oh, do we got music on it? I ain't played to see if that one had music on it.
Yeah, it got a little music on, but we should be fine.
Yeah, so you see her channel. You could show her channel name or whatever. My 6-month transformation or whatever. She did all this at home. So she did hiking and she literally just did like calisthenic stuff.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play it because I don't know if it's gonna
yeah, I don't know if her music is cleared for YouTube, but and
let's see.
She did like a whole comprehensive video. People can go search her up, and she could tell them that she came from the Bantam. Y'all could tell her y'all came from the Bantam Barter Show or whatever. But
see, Raw, you done messed up, AA Ron. So that's what I said. You had black women. They were saying white women can lose weight faster.
She was just more dedicated. I mean,
she said 50 days.
If I go in, matter of fact, give me a second. Let me go find this other girl's channel because I got a black one too.
Yeah. I done seen black women. I done seen transformation. I know people personally that did a transformation.
Yeah, I know a black woman too. And the funniest part is that lady, I just did the short just because it's easier for us to play, but she has a comprehensive video because when she started her journey, she said to hold herself accountable because she didn't want to be like Shorty over here just driving past the gym, worrying about people being inside. What she did, she set up a camera every single day for those 6 months and recorded herself doing her workouts. And she was literally, once she started playing it back, obviously on a day-to-day basis, you don't really see your transformation. But when she started playing it back, she could see, which week it started kicking in or whatever.
Yep.
And she was holding herself accountable that way. And like I said, there's a black person, if they want to act like, oh, it's just white is right or whatever, I can go get the black one too. So it ain't just one person, and it's also another woman. But
go and get that. Yeah, get the.
All right, let me go find her real quick. I'll be right back.
But no, that's fact. That's facts though. At the end of the day, bro, I know we see a lot of influencers on Instagram, on TikTok. Everybody has their theory. Everybody has their their way of doing it because it worked for them. But when you break it down to the nuts and bolts, it's all about calories in, calories out. Are you being active? The people that you see that are the most active tend to be the ones that's most in shape. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, something that some people may not have noticed. The other black chick who was doing these workouts and something that looked a little when she was running around, she still looked very unathletic. So she looked real stiff. She don't look limber at all. So what are these workouts for? What are you doing? Are you doing it just to be strong? Or are you doing it to be active? Are you doing it to be mobile? So that way, as you get older, because as you get older, you get a little bit stiffer. So you need to be a little bit more limber. And then, and on top of that, you're carrying this weight as well. Shorty, I don't care what you say. You can say, "Oh, you just hate big women." No, that's not the case. If you work out 4 to 5 times a day, a week, there should be no reason. And if you're a personal trainer, you need to look the part. You need to look the part. Now, if you want to use that, if you want to use how big you were if you get small and then you want to use that as a way to help motivate other women who are bigger, it's like, hey, listen, I was your size, but I got here because I did X, Y, and Z. This isn't helping them. All you're doing is comforting them. Because like, okay, well, she's a personal trainer, she's fit, but she's still big. She's still a big woman. She looks like me. You ain't helping them. I don't give a fuck about what the health talk. I don't give a fuck about what the doctor said in regards to health. Listen, you are at your most optimal when you're smaller, because you still are at higher risk of diseases when you are bigger, when you are obese. I don't care what you say. So yeah, we do know people that are smaller that still end up with certain risks. We understand that. But the likelihood of them being at risk versus somebody who's morbidly obese, the rate is a lot higher. Simple as that.
Hey, Courtney, I'm a true testament. I was last year around this time in January, last year, I was 190.
Yeah.
By the middle of last year, I was 170 something. I was 170 something. And I wasn't doing all that working out. All I did was drink more water, change what I ate, and I woke up in the morning and I walked around the neighborhood. It's a lifestyle situation. If you do that, you like it ain't gonna be instant, but if you don't feel like doing all that hard work and all that stuff, wake up in the morning, walk around your neighborhood, drink more water, change your diet. And after a year, you would see a effect. Now, if you want to speed it up, yeah, you gotta do all the crazy, not crazy stuff. You gotta go work out and stuff. But if you want a lifestyle change, all that just waking up in the morning and walking around the neighborhood and drinking more water, and you don't eat pizza every day, you don't eat out all day, you do your meal prep and you eating high protein stuff, you get your greens and your brown rice or whatever, you do your research on that, you after a year you'll be perfectly fine. This woman that's right here, if she did exactly what I said, she'll see results. But when you hear people talking about fitness and they give a bunch of excuses, they usually not the ones that's putting in the effort.
Yep.
Now I'm at 170 something or whatever, and I was getting fat because I had an office job and I'm making more money, and I was eating I was doing crab balls too.
He was out there big getting to it, boy.
Boy, I was getting to it, boy. Learn. Hey, look, shit, boy. Here in Atlanta, it's a new restaurant every goddamn weekend that opening up. You know what I'm saying? But I locked in. I was waking up 5 o'clock in the morning. I walk around the neighborhood and I drunk at least I drunk at least a gallon of water a day. And I cut back on drinking and I cut back on eating out and all that. I love chicken, bro. I love fried chicken, bro. That's my heart.
Gotta have that fried chicken.
Yeah. Had to cut back on that, so I was eating baked chicken and all that stuff. Rotisserie chicken from.
You ain't gotta cut back on the fried chicken.
Hey, I was serious about it, so I put it in
use some vegetable oil.
Nah,
use the avocado oil.
Nah, get that beef tallow.
Oh, beef tallow is good too.
Hey, bro. I just said, you know what? Rotisserie chicken, broccoli, rice.
Hey, that works. Hey, if you can keep it simple like that, hey, do that shit.
It was boring.
Hey, that worked too,
It
but
worked though. It worked.
But you gotta remember, the ancestors wasn't using vegetable oil. See, that's the problem. Is everybody using all this processed shit nowadays? The animal fat don't stick to you like that.
Beef tallow is healthy.
Yeah, because it's still animal fat.
Too much of it.
So you fry the chicken in beef tallow?
Yep.
Listen, Raw. Don't overcomplicate it for the people, bruh. Keep it simple. See, you out here. See, he about to go into a whole nother thing. Like, listen, man, bruh, we trying to keep it simple for the people.
My fault.
Trying to keep it simple. Half of people don't even know what a tallow is.
Oops.
You said tallow. What's tallow?
My bad. I'm only down 14 pounds since the start of the year, and I ain't even touched the gym.
I use beef tallow for when I smoke beef ribs, bro.
Beef tallow.
See, look, y'all talking this big back at you. Let me play this video. Let me play this video. Y'all talking this big back at you right now. See, let's play this video, bro. Y'all wow.
Big back.
I wanted to get on here and show you guys how much can change in one solid, consistent, dedicated year. This was February. I was right under 250. This was March. Definitely thought I was cute at this point at 232. April, I hit 220. Okay, the waist, the Coke bottle was coming in, so I knew I couldn't take my foot off the gas. This was May, shrinking a little bit, little by little. This was June. I was right above 200. You're seeing how I'm having these big drops, but I'm not really looking that different. Guys, when you're this big, you're going to see it on the scale more than you're going to see it in the mirror, but you're going to see when I switched up, it's crazy. July, I was finally under 200. This is when you really start seeing it, women. When you're starting out big and you are losing weight, once you surpass 199, it will start showing in the mirror. This was August. I hit 185.
Got that fatty back there.
September. This is when I knew I was cooking. Okay, I was cooking with grease. This was when I
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Finally began seeing muscle definition, guys. So this was literally only barely 4 months ago. So the paper towel effect is real. The smaller you get, you're going to start seeing it a little bit more dramatically. October, at this point, my midsection is just disappearing day after day. I started really skating after September. I noticed a lot more leanness in my upper body, and I saw ab definition for the first time this day. November, I'm really leaning out at this point. Upper body, lower body is staying full. Thigh, glute, quad, sweeping, glutes popping. Okay, I knew what I was doing was working at this point, and this was literally only 2 months ago. And December, so you are seeing muscle definition in my arms, waist disappeared. Like I'm Miss Incredible mode by this point. Hips, glute projection from the side is so much more dramatic because of the sumo squats. Fat now is showing mainly muscle. So this is my final form.
Artificial intelligence.
She talking about definition. She forgot to say that. She saw that the DMs was popping too.
Got faded.
People gonna say it's AI. That's why I said artificial intelligence.
But yeah, nah, that's Kellyanne Price. Y'all could.
That's 12 months. 12 months of work.
12 months. That's
y'all
why
go
I said
over there
like,
so that y'all came from Benton Butter.
That's why I said, Courtney, I was like, I wouldn't. Nah, she probably was working out. I wasn't working out. I just walked every morning and just changed my diet and drank more water. It took half a year to drop it. I went from 190 to 170 something. But hey, if you don't feel like doing all that working out and stuff, all you got to do is just be more active.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, even this, she went to the gym. You can do this shit at home, bro. You can do all the shit at home. Because to be 110% honest with you, you can still maintain your strength. You can get all the abs. You can get the frame that you want. Push-ups, squats. If you need to add some weight to it, you can easily go on Facebook Marketplace. People selling their shit for $20, $30, $40, $50. You can create you a whole little gym at the crib, and literally, like I said, for under $100. I got hold on, give me a second. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something real quick. Cause like,
hold on, I got a frat brother.
I gotta show you though. Hold up, give me a second.
No, while you getting it, I'm gonna just say I got a frat brother.
I got a whole kettlebell joint right here. I got some smooth little dumbbells right here that I can do ab workouts with. Everybody said, "Look, I'm finna go ahead and get everything."
Damn.
You can put in the work. You can do some quick. There's many different workouts you can do with this joint right here. There's many different things you can do with this joint right here. 30 minutes.
Calisthenics.
30 minutes, along with some push-ups and some squats. 30 minutes.
Hey, well, y'all been telling you I ain't got no workout gear.
Hey, you put this behind your back. And you really should just do this. But yeah, I got a frat brother. He a doctor, and he said you don't need no equipment, nothing like that. He said if you do 4 sets of 20 burpees every day, 4 sets of 20 burpees.
That boy trying to have you on the prison diet.
No. What he said is he knows that you're not gonna be able to do 4 sets of 20 burpees every day.
Facts.
You force it until you can do it. He said, now when you get to the point that you can do it, just keep on doing it. He said you'll see a dramatic, like it hits everything.
It does.
It hits everything. He understand, like he said, work towards it, right? I know you ain't gonna do 4 sets of 20 burpees. You're gonna be done by the 10 on the first set.
If you just starting out, if that.
Yeah.
He said,
but the thing about it is that's your accountability buddy, right? One day you did on the first set, your goal is to complete 4 sets of 20.
Yep.
First time you did it, you did 7 burpees. You couldn't do it. Can't go no more. And you struggled to get to that 8, but you have did it.
Yep.
You keep on doing that every day. By the time you get to the point that you can go through 2 sets, that's the improvement that you understand within yourself. And then you just keep on going. Now you're doing 4 sets of burpees. You in that doing it. That's how you know you progressing. Not only you knowing that your stamina and all that stuff and your endurance is increasing, but you see it within your body because you're knocking down weight and all that stuff. But at the same time, you gotta eat right and all that.
Because Pete, this is what you do. Because I agree with that. When you're doing the burpees, on the first set, because that's when you got the most energy.
That bitch, bro.
You do however many you can stop. Like, I bet I can do full out 5. And I know the rest of it there's gonna be shit. So you continue to keep doing 5 for the next 4 sets, for the next 3 sets. You do that for a week. The following week, you say, I bet. I've been doing 5. I've been doing 4 sets of 5. 4 sets of 5 for the whole week. So now I'm gonna push it up to 6. Like, on the first set, I'm gonna do 6. If you can do 7, depending on how quick you get that recovery, you might be able to do 6. You might be able to do 7. So try to shoot for 7. If you can do 7, then you do 7 for the whole week, and you continue to go up just 1 rep. You don't have to go up 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go up 1 rep. So I would say go 5 the first week, 6 the second week, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you work your way all the way up to fucking 20. By the time you get to 20, listen, you gonna be knocking them hoes out the park. But again, it also comes with that discipline too, because it's easy to not do it. It's like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna miss this one day, and then next thing that one day turn into a week, then that week turn into 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks turn into a month. Next thing you know, you done went 6 months, you ain't did a fucking workout.
Or you do one of these, Courtney. Do one of these. Shit, boy, you start rethinking life.
Hell yeah.
Do I want to lose weight? I think I'm cool how I am right now. I think I'm good. That first burpee, boy, you be like, I gotta do 20 of these. Oh my god.
20 of these. And just pick time. And just pick the times where you know you're gonna be consistent too. If you're not a morning person, I know a lot of people talk about waking up early. Listen, if you ain't the person that wake up early in the morning, find time where you can do it. Listen, 4 sets. Listen, 4 sets of, let's just say 4 sets of 5, right? 4 sets of 5. It won't even take you 30 minutes to do that. That will literally take you about 15 minutes, if that, to do it, depending on how quick you want to do it. So, rule of thumb is you do 5 burpees, you wait 30 to 60 seconds, and then you do them shits again. You'll be done in no time. So you'll be done in less than 10 minutes if you do it that way.
I always tell people to do it in the morning because it builds that discipline to disrupt your day-to-day, what you usually do. So it disrupt that. And most people don't feel like doing shit after they get off work. You're mentally drained. You don't feel like doing nothing. You just want to go to the crib and you just want to decompress.
But it builds. But you got to think it builds discipline either way though. So even if you do it morning, no matter when you do it, it's like, okay, well, I know I'm gonna be tired after work, but I know I still gotta knock this shit out. So what's 10 minutes of my time? Let me go knock this 10 minutes out and I'll call it a day. Even if it is morning time, it's, you know what I'm saying, just picking the time, like, listen, either way, it's still gonna build the discipline to do it. No matter what time, long as you do it in that day, long as you fucking do it, that's what matters. Then you can start really rearranging, like, all right, bet, so I know the best time for me to do is in the morning time or during lunchtime or during dinner time or just before I go to fucking bed at night. Whichever one you know that you can be consistent with. If you know you can be consistent in the morning, do it in the morning. If you know you can be consistent during lunch. Nighttime, do it at nighttime. Whatever know that you know you can meet that time and you can be consistent with it every single day. Stick with that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you got time to clap cheeks, you got time to do burpees.
If you got time to eat a crab boil.
Yeah, you still got to change that diet. And see, that was a good point that Mac was like, oh, you know, people's complaining that white people lose weight faster or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 examples on one channel.
Facts.
You can go to my 6-month weight loss transformation channel and see old girl do it in the comfort of her home with straight calisthenics and diet. Or you can go to Kellyanne Price and you can see her do it in the gym with diet. And it's still, you know, both sides of the same coin. And when you go over there, tell them that you came from Banter and Barter and, you know, big them up. Don't go over there putting them down because they will call you out, especially 6-month transformation. She did a whole compilation video of people talking about, oh, she went and did surgery and it's fake and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, the work is there.
I know somebody that paid. She did all the new fads and stuff like that.
Oh Lord.
She even paid $500 a month for a personal trainer, and she still didn't get no results. So that lets you know.
No.
That lets you know he can come do his job. He tell him what you need to do, but it's on you at the end of the day. Because I'll be damned if I'm a personal trainer telling you what you're supposed to do, and I look how I look, and I got the physique, and I'm sitting here telling what you need to do, and we 3 months in, and you didn't gain more weight. What you doing after we leave here? You going to get a crab boil?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm down 14 just off intermittent fasting, and I still drink every pod night.
I did that too. My bad. What I said earlier, I forgot. I forgot to tell you I did intermediate. I did 8. No, I did 16.
Yeah.
I ain't do the 8. I said I can't do that. I said I gotta work up to that. So I did 16.
Yeah, my body too used to that, to the intermittent fast. So I switched it up. So I just make sure I have protein in the morning. Then I have my my oatmeal, my dry oats in the morning. Then I have protein for lunch. And then so I guess I still do intermittent fasting because I cut off my eating around no later than 5 p.m. So I'll cut up around 5 p.m. so I won't eat.
I didn't eat after 8 o'clock.
So I won't eat. So I haven't had any food since like I think like 6. So.
Yeah, that's me. I only eat between 2 and 6.
You get used to it. It just you.
Because I'm eating more fulfilling foods. I'm eating more fulfilling foods though. That's why.
Yeah, it don't matter how much you eat in between those time. Well, you got to count your calories. I wasn't that serious.
I be counting them joints. I ain't gonna hold you. I be counting them not just to keep myself accountable.
Max, I ain't gonna hold you. My only window is from 2 to 6. That's when I eat. So I got a 4-hour window, but I still ain't on no super. Like if I want to go eat a whole pizza, I eat a whole pizza. Like it don't matter. It's just hard cutoff. Once 6 o'clock get here, I don't eat. But then during the other hours, it's a lot of water and like a lot of green tea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ain't went into it like I'm pretty sure if I would have went on a diet and just did like salad and all this other fancy shit, I could have cut even more. But right now I'm restructuring my schedule to where I can fit in, an hour or two in the gym and like a 30-minute walk. And once I get those scheduled into my daily schedule, that's when I was gonna go with the diet and stuff and go crazy with it. But for now, I've been eating whatever the fuck I want to eat. It's just between 2 and 6.
And then what helped with me, Courtney, when I started the landscaping shit, that helped a lot too.
That helped too because you was active as hell.
Yeah.
Outside moving, burning calories like a motherfucker.
Boy, hot. Atlanta, hot. Get home, it's grass all in the goddamn house. Lauren, my wife, what
is
grass?
It snowing out there right now?
Huh?
Is it snowing out there right now?
No, it's icy, but that's why we was put on notice, like for Saturday all the way to Monday.
Shit.
But it's just certain areas in Atlanta that's icy. Shit, they said bring y'all ass into work today.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anybody got any final thoughts on this one?
You can't be a trainer if your back's still big.
House real big, back real big.
Listen, unless you like that other trainer though, the one who gained weight on purpose just to show how to do it. Unless you like him, that's the only excuse you get because he actually lost it and he's like, listen, I'm gonna gain all my weight back just to show you that I can do it too, and that it ain't as hard as y'all making. So he gained all that shit back and lost it again. That's the only excuse you get.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to see if that's what Omni and the Hellcat supposed to be doing. Cause he had lost weight when he was doing his Fed time. And he gained it all back because he said he was gonna be working with this one company or whatever with a supplement or whatever the hell.
That might be something you can cover tomorrow, Courtney. After he got out of jail, what he doing now?
Omni?
Yeah.
But realistically though, like all these people that y'all trying to just finesse people for some money, y'all gotta chill. Like you can't be a fitness coach and you just still big as hell. Like that era is gone. Even Lizzo took Ozempic. Like we done with that shit. Unless it's like one of them girls I be seeing in the Olympics that do the shot put and whatnot, or the actual power lifters that be breaking records and stuff, and you look at him, you like, oh, shorty big as hell, but she walking, don't nothing jiggle. She just solid. She's just a female juggernaut. I'm not trying to hear it because y'all out here in the gym on Friday and in the club with 3 bottles of Hennessy and that crab boil that Mac talking about on Saturday. Then y'all out here talking about y'all.
What's that new chick or like that shorty who who play rugby? The one who was on Dancing with the Stars. Unless you like her, like silent like that, hey, listen, that's the only excuse you get.
Yeah, but them the shorties is Mac trucks. You go spank their booty and it echo and shit, and you sprain your wrist.
Fuck.
Like, yeah. Like if you still jiggle like Jello, I ain't trying to hear it.
Report on it like that. Like that.
Motherfucking hand start pulsing and shit.
It's like shit.
I guess my thing is what my final say so on this is it can go towards like working out or anything. Don't listen to anybody that don't have the results that you want. Listening to somebody that's big telling you how you need to work out, they must be doing the wrong. You don't want to do what they do. Because if she says she happy with her weight and she telling you all the reasons why she couldn't lose the weight and all this type of stuff, you don't want to listen to them.
That's right.
Go to the people that's going to put you in uncomfortable situations for you to grow and do the work. I don't think a lot of people got to do work because they if you feel some type of way about your weight, instead of going to the gym, they're gonna tell you to go to therapy so you can cope with the weight that you got instead of just losing it. Eat different. If you want to change it. You don't have to go to a therapist to tell you that you need to lose fucking weight.
Hey man, everybody needs to quit treating everything in life like comfort foods. Like, ain't no way you in the gym and you want to be coddled. Certain arenas were created for accountability. You're not holding nobody accountable or being accountable going in there at 220 on your fitness journey, and in 6 months you at 240. Like you hustling backwards. You was supposed to lose 20, not gain.
Hustling backwards.
Muscle my ass.
Because I'm
if you putting on muscle, you should have a 12-pack. Like the FUPA 6-pack should be separate from your 6-pack if you was putting on muscle. But if that FUPA done got bigger, then no. Like in that video that you was playing earlier, that shorty that was in that 2-piece red outfit, she did a damn Kendra cam, and her booty had 4 fucking quadrants. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't have 3 bags of crab boil on your stomach. That's all I'm just saying. 3 bags.
You got anything, Marcus?
Man, shit, y'all pretty much said what I was gonna say. Yeah, that is like if you try to make change to your life, it's not gonna be easy. And if someone's gonna make it real easy, you would have already done it already, it would have worked. So don't think that, you go in a situation that's real comfortable and it's like, you know what, I feel at home, I feel like, I'm making this progress without making progress. You gotta put yourself through some hard times, man. Just to understand that that's how you're gonna get there. Because like you said, if it was easy, it would have already been done.
That's facts. That's facts. Well,
put down the crab balls.
Well, my good people,
crab balls.
Appreciate y'all for kicking it with your people. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure you are here tomorrow in the Courtney Edgar Show. We're going to cook up some more. But if you haven't subscribed to Bad 10 Bar yet, be sure to go do that right now. You got to hurry up and get us to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost close to 100 of them joints. You feel me? So we got to run it up. All right. So until next time, my good people, I'll holla.